Hello, and welcome to a very special Scuffed Express, where we're going to be talking about Gator's newest appearance and interview that was very exciting. Very exciting interview did with a guy called TXT. I see my mic is tested that before. It's the Scuffed Express. Now, before we start, there has been very important breaking news. As you know, bridge was destroyed this week. Well, actually this morning, but it reminded me of another special person, an icon. Yes, Flacco. Breaking news, Flacco. Breaking news. They did a forensic analysis. Flacco's forensic analysis of his body. They couldn't figure out why Flacco had died, passed, void. But here, we'll find out. Zoo releases final necropsy results on Flacco. The owls. Flacco, the Eurasian owl who escaped from his vandalized Central Park Zoo enclosure in February 2023, had high levels of rat poison in his system and was suffering from severe herpes virus that he contracted from eating pigeons when he died last month in Manhattan. A post-mortem necropsy report was released Monday afternoon by the Wildlife Conservation Society, runs New York City's Central Park Zoo, revealing its findings regarding what caused Flacco's demise on February 23rd of this year, when he was found critically injured in the country yard of a residential building on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Like so many people. Bronx Zoo veterinarian pathologists determined that in addition to the traumatic injury, Flacco had two significant underlying conditions. He had severe pigeon herpes virus from eating feral pigeons that had become part of his diet, and exposure to 4 different anticoagulant rodenticides that are commonly used for rat control in New York City. According to the statement issued by the Wildlife Conservation Society, these factors would have been debilitating and ultimately fatal, even without a traumatic injury, and may have predisposed him to flying into or falling from. Zoo officials said the identified herpes virus can be carried by healthy pigeons, but may cause fatal disease. Birds of prey, including owls, can be infected by eating pigeons. The AIDS of the bird world. Flacco had AIDS. This virus had been previously found in New York City pigeons and owls. In Flacco's case, the viral infection caused severe tissue damage and inflammation in many organs, including the spleen, liver, gastrointestinal tract, bone marrow, and brain. No other contributing factors to Flacco's death were identified by the extensive testings performed. Flacco's severe illness and death are ultimately attributed to a combination of factors, including infectious toxin exposure, traumatic injuries, that underscore the hazard faced by wild birds, especially in urban settings. Toxicology testing also revealed trace amounts of DDE, a breakdown product of the pesticide, but the levels detected in Flacco were not contributing to death. Although DDT has been banned in the United States in the 1970s, it and its breakdown products are remarkably persistent in the environment, and this finding is a reminder of the long legacy of DDT and its dire effect on wildlife bird population. So, unfortunately, Flacco didn't perish from flying into a building. didn't see his shiny reflection in the freshly washed windows of high rises of the city. Died of AIDS from pigeons. It's like so many of his fellow New Yorkers. Truly a plight we all know. Final word for Flacco here. Final moment of silence. We honor the majestic memory of Flacco. Goodbye, Flacco. You will be remembered for cleaning the streets of rats and pigeons, doing the good work that so many wish they could do. Work. Right. All right. Next. Let's move. Are my co-hosts there? First.
PPP, I appreciate what you said last
A little
night, but I
update
don't
from
want
the
you to
other
forget
Brian
a fucking
and Tale
thing,
of Two.
okay? You are no better than Perspicacity, okay? You're a fucking snake too. You lied about Warski shit to get all of us to fight with each other, and you did it because you were bored. You're a weird fucking fat guy who won't lose the fucking weight. And more importantly, motherfucker, you can't talk about Ralph and them talking about my kids and shit when you made a video to help Adam come after my fucking family off of lies and use swatters on top of all
My
that.
family!
And I remember pretty distinctly watching your fucking kill stream where you decided to say that I pimped my fucking daughter out, you piece of shit. So fuck you. Fuck
My
the
daughter,
Tino
you're
casino.
attacking
I'm
an
me.
innocent
I ain't
child!
nobody's friend. I ain't anybody's friend, buddy. Fuck
Well,
Persip,
we're doing
fuck
our little
Adam,
recap
fuck
of
you, and fuck
this is where
Warski.
Brian was at 2 months ago.
Shout out to the chat. Bronx
And now we're
means
going to get a
one,
little update from Brian.
bitch.
We're going to get a little update from Brian here, released just yesterday.
A lot of people in the sector have been contacting me, asking me when I will bring my show back, if I'll bring my show back, both public and private. I even
They're asking me to bring my show back because everybody else is a piece of shit. I'm the ultimate.
had someone offer me a little bit of money to do a show on Gamer.
Don't look at this video. If you play this video on your stream, you'll be doxing my daughter, innocent child. How could you do that?
It was enticing, and I think money would be a big factor if somebody offered me a lot of money to come back to bring my show. But as you can see, I've kind of made
That's why I
a lot of
shouted
different
her out,
choices,
Brian. So nobody.
doing a lot different things than yelling about people who can't see their kids.
I don't know how these pictures of my family get
caring
posted on the
about
internet. How does
what
that
other people think
happen?
on social media, really.
They're
I hope you
stalking
all
me.
are
I
well.
swear to God.
And it'll just take a lot of money to bring me back. I'll put a Q&A in here if you
It's
guys.
gonna take a lot of money to bring Brian back. A lot of moolah. Who's gonna whip out the cash for Brian to return? I need lots of money. I need to get rich off of this. You don't understand? They're trying to destroy my life, make it worth my while.
You guys have any questions? And yeah, so hopefully everybody's having a
You got any
wonderful time.
questions? How you can pay me, please?
Juice.
I give you my address,
A
my
lot of
phone
people
number.
in the sector.
It's no leaking, okay? That's our Brian said. A little update on Bri, what he's doing in the Brian universe. Before we get into the real stuff, I suppose we could open with.
Sorry, Gaytor! I'm on the way home, bitch!
fucking imminent! Let's fucking go!
The arrival is imminent, ladies and gentlemen. Gaytor has been up to a lot of shenanigans over the last few years. You know, we've covered a lot of it on this show. Covered all of Gaytor's antics, his lying, his need to recreate reality. And we have yet another recreation of reality that has come in that will completely knock your socks off, ladies. I'm telling you, Gaytor at a whim can recreate everything that's ever happened. Gaytor very excited for Gamergate 2.0. As you know, Gaytor created Gamergate. 10 years of Gamergate and the Gamergator. Why are you making a Gaytor hold a cock to Ralph's mouth? Well, that's his boom mic. Ralph will crush you for this. Well, that's unfortunate. Are you guys here? I create, yes, the tale of two Brians. Both the two Brians created Gamergate. Turn up your mic. I don't know what could be wrong with the mic, but it is lowering me. Is this better? Yeah, lowering me because I gotta fix that. This should be better for the stream. This should be much better. Okay. Now that we've hashed everything. Boom Mike with Jap eyes. That's Gaytor, bro. Now, I might as well go into how I caught on to all of this while we're waiting here. Before we get into it. So this morning I was browsing a particular place and I saw this capped. And I said, what the fuck could this be? What could this be? And it's TXT, and he says, I landed the interview of the century on Monday at 7 p.m. EST. I'll be chatting with the architect of the sector at the Gaytor Gamer. You got questions? Want to talk Ralph? Want to discuss Gamergate 2.0? Let's have fun. See you Monday, 7 p.m. EDT. And I said to myself, Gaytor, the architect of Gamergate, what the fuck is going on? This has got to be bullshit. But then I realized, you know, I know a certain person, not a big fan of TXT. Anybody who's familiar with Phil will know lore of TXT. And his feuding with the Sons of Kojima, in which they doxed him and got his channel taken down because he dared monetize a channel that covered DSP content. And they were very angry and they took his channel down because nobody, by mandate of the Sons of Kojima, was allowed to have monetized content by DSP. Many years ago, you couldn't even monetize cows. It was many, many years ago. And who did Fred Fuck send after TXT? He sent Brian. As usual, this is the tale of two Brians. When it comes to Gaytor, Brian is always connected, and when it comes to, you know, Brian, Gaytor is always connected in some way. And so we have TXT here, and he did an interview, which I'm ready to start. Are you there, buddies? Are you still eating? You fucking bastards. Oh, fuck you. You cunt. Doing this to me live. This is the life of dealing with divas. Person talking to
Buddy,
himself.
these chicken nuggets aren't going to eat themselves. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I know. I'm starving for some chicken nuggets.
Would you rather me just eat with my mouth open and talk like this? So Shadow just fucking lose their shit?
Are you excited for the Gaytor coverage?
Oh, I am thrilled, bud.
I do have headmates. Like Brian, I have many people talking to me in my mind.
You should just do what the voices command you to do, bud, and just kill them all.
Kill them all? Well, that's more of Brian's voices. My voices say save them all, Squire. Constantly trying to save somebody. From themselves, usually.
Not bad, man.
We are joined by the Squire of Gothos here.
Alright, I'm gonna mute myself again while I eat this succulent
You
McDonald's
son of a
meal.
bitch. Squire with his mouth full, telling me he's here.
I should have eaten in the car. That would have been based.
You should have ate in the car. I mean,
don't
the
know why
car
I
can
didn't.
drive
Oh.
itself, buddy.
I mean, I drive so fast, I literally got home like 2 minutes later, so.
Yeah. Let Squire eat on air. Yeah, eat on air. Be better.
Yeah,
Have what,
I can do that if people, if people want to hear me chew.
they can hear you chew over this King of Sting segment.
Oh, I'm going to mute myself for this. This is cool.
Okay.
There's my waifu right
That's a
there.
reminder of who Gaytor is.
I love you, Gaytor husbando-sama.
Brian Shannon, get back to work! Quit fantasizing! And this is the second time I've had to tell you to take off that hat! Do it one more time and I'm writing you up, mister! I'll take off the hat. No,
It's based on
you're not
Gator's real life.
talking in that voice either! Use your real voice when you're at work!
This is my real voice.
No, it's not your real voice! Now stop doing it and go sweep up!
It's tragic. Gaytor in the gutter as usual. And here we'll listen to Gaytor's real voice as referenced in this video. We'll listen to a little of Gaytor's real
What we were
voice.
tasked with was a simple movie competition where everybody was given camera equipment and microphones and computers and the software. And, you know, I really wanted to get
I really wanted to know.
into films and working on films. And so I thought, you know, I might as well, you know, try something a little more cerebral and thought-provoking.
Cerebral and
That's
thought-provoking.
pretty much what started it. I had no idea what I was getting into.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
Brian
do.
Harmon, and I worked on the
Another
Myths
little
and Mysteries
Gator segment.
movie.
Really
based
get an
around,
idea of what
Slender Man,
Gaytor's voice really sounds like.
You know, for the contest, and you know, one thing people might wonder
And
is, you know, Slender Man's kind of an overdone thing on the internet. You know, why do a movie about Slender Man? And the reason that I chose this particular topic is because I wanted to kind of delve into the idea that
I wanted to delve into the idea of Slender Man.
you know, perhaps the belief of something, you know, supernatural can make it real. And, you know, it's a theme played up by Neil Gaiman and American Gods that, you know, both good and evil entities gain power by people believing that they're real. And so, you know, with the internet
Like
and
the internet.
access to all this information and people making stuff up, perhaps
Gaytor would know all about
people
this.
start to
This is
believe
great.
the stuff that they read on the internet.
People start to believe the stuff they read on the internet. It's the creation of the internet. Doesn't that basically sum up Gaytor's life? In a nutshell? Yes. I know it does. Thank you. Now here we go. Giving you a little prep of what's going on. This is TXT getting an exclusive interview with Gaytor where we will examine all of Gaytor's warping of reality. All of Gaytor's, we'll go through the full history of Gaytor.
Yes, that's still happening. Yes, on the phone, but I'm hoping to get Gaytor on a stream just to talk.
This is TXT talking.
It was really nice of you to give me your time. Lots of stuff to talk about.
Lots of things to talk about.
And I've,
where do you start?
Oh, I know.
Lord, it's been...
Where do you start, chat? I'm not trying to sound like Medicare at all. This is my real voice, chat.
Fuck.
A bajillion years?
Yeah.
We have, like, 10 years of Gamergate as of August of this year?
Yeah. Well, I mean, among other things. But, I mean, so just as, kind of setting the tone.
Okay, we'll pause that here as we wait for a mysterious person from the shadows to land from the mothership and stop eating Mickey D's. Stop eating his Mickey D's that we all collectively ordered. Here, we'll check in on the chat real quick. And we'll put up a poll, too. What that poll will be, I'm not particularly sure. So let's see. We need Brian. Done. Brian is always welcome to call in. TXT, if you're watching, you know this is true. Can only reach low-hanging fruit. 10 years of complete Brian victory, yes. He's trying to sound like Percep, his favorite... Oh, jeez. Yeah, we really need Squire's opinion on the Gaytor recap. Yes, I agree. I need Squire for this segment because collectively we know all the Gaytor lore together. We need Godwinson to take care of this. Percep is incompetent. That sounds like Brian. American history, Shannon. Yes. American history, Shannon, indeed. Now, they can't hear all the...
No, that's not Brian. Brian is the one who was talking about culottes in the chat.
Okay, here. We got to find the Brian sock in the chat real quick. Which one is the Brian sock? Gaytor is a big deal.
Look at the chat button, our chat.
Okay. We're going to play a game. Trying to find the Brian sock. We were playing this last night and we found another one, but here we'll put... Found another one last night, but here we'll go through here.
Buddy, where's the music at?
We'll play a little game. You can't hear the Jeopardy theme?
No, where's the other music? Buddy, I told you, look at the chat.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to interrupt this segment for something different. For something different. I'm playing the music right now. I am playing the music. I can't play the music in the same as the screen capture window. You want me to play it in the screen capture window? We could do that. All right, hold on a second. Play the music in the screen capture window. I hear somebody just came off the mothership. And he's landed after getting some Mickey D's to satisfy the hunger. And here he is, Godwinson, live from the mothership.
Okay, there we go. Is my music playing per se?
Yes!
I won't speak unless my music's playing.
Your music is fucking playing. I even put it in the share screen, you son of a
piece
bitch.
of shit!
You piece of shit! Stop fucking up my stream!
So we're going to go over this Gaytor interview, right? Line by line, letter for letter, correcting the
letter for letter, line by line. We're going to pull up all the old archives.
That's great. I can't wait to dive in. Now, me and Squire just want to pre-see this with something, just very quickly. Can you tell us and the audience what happened the other night with Surfer Person?
No, I can't. People have brought it up in the chat, and I don't want to talk about it.
Because I hear you ordered him to get naked.
No, that did not happen. There was nothing of the kind happened like that at all.
What did happen?
Yeah, what happened, bud?
No, I knew this was coming. What do you think, I'm stupid, Adam?
Rock your body to it.
What do you think, I'm stupid?
Take your clothes off, Surfer.
What do you think, I'm fucking stupid? You didn't think I knew you were going to do this immediately as soon as we started the stream? Like, I don't know you so well.
Just for the audience, Person was like, "Look, guys, we won't bring this up." And I was like, "Yeah, we're not going to bring this up."
I didn't want to bring it up, but I knew as soon as he said that, I was like, "Fuck." He's immediately going to bring this up as soon as we start the stream. I knew it was fucking coming from you.
We were going to let this die like episode 7.
Yes, like episode 7. Let's just let this die. I knew that was a reference that I knew this was going to come up every fucking stream. Because episode 7 comes up every stream.
So, buddy, how many other E-celebs have you asked to get naked?
None.
I mean, that was a hesitant none.
I don't know of anybody who's done this before. I don't know what happened. I was invited to a call to do a duet with Surfer to a song.
A duet. What was the song, Person?
Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake.
Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake.
There might have been
someone post the lyrics.
Well, I just got the lyrics right in front of my eyes.
Of course you do.
Amazing.
That's what he was doing before he fucking went live. As he's stuffing the McDonald's into his face, he was looking up the lyrics.
Now, the last lyrics are you feeling me? Let's do something. Let's make a bet. I better have you naked by the end of this song. Now, what did Surfer do once you sang that, Person?
Surfer might have asked me to get naked and started stripping off his underwear. But that didn't actually happen because there's no evidence of it. Nobody has it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's in the ether. It's lost.
Yeah, I know we agreed.
That's why you always have to watch
not
live.
to talk about it and not to bring it up. So let's just keep that between us, shall we?
Yes.
It's a secret.
Chat, the people out there, ladies and gentlemen, this never happened. We'll never speak of this again. I want that.
Has anyone actually done a welfare check on Surfer? Because he was pretty shitted during that. Has anyone actually checked on him?
That's a good question. Has anybody in chat checked on Surfer? Please tell me. Please tell me.
I hope so.
Well, we'll see what they say.
I hope so.
I think he's living with that game against PSG right now. He got groomed by Person.
Well, it was just his exposure to Brian. You know, he was trying to turn Brian to Christ, but you know what Brian does. Corrupts you. All of a sudden, you're asking for outlines. All of a sudden, you're asking for outlines.
You don't know what it's like,
you son of a bitch! You keep talking about how I'm homosexual. Everybody thinks I'm a crazy gay man online. It's not true. You piece
I'll
of
kill
shit!
you, piece
It's
of
you! You're
shit.
stalking me!
I'm gonna tie you to the back of my truck and drag you, Percy.
I'm gonna drag you, commit a hate crime against you, you piece of shit! Alright.
Well, I'm just shocked, right? So
Yes.
me and Squire were ready at the top of this stream to go and do the interview. We were waiting.
Please.
You make us wait for this fancy ass Florco owl thing.
The fucking owl. You and your fucking
fancy
owl.
ass
What the
bird,
fuck is
you
this shit?
highfalutin
You think
word.
you're a big
Your
shot?
asses had
You
to
can talk
wait.
about
Listen,
some
Flacco
fucking
is
owl?
more important.
In Hollywood.
The Flacco
It's
news
fucking
hour.
Hollywood. Listen to
Hollywood
this
person.
guy. He does a couple streams and he thinks he's some fucking Hollywood big shot. You know, what the fuck?
Does a couple of streams and he's doing quizzes and fucking owl autopsies.
My Hollywood fucking, my big E-Celeb stream
Fucking
where we
diva.
did
Doing rigged
Star Trek
quizzes where he
trivia.
paid Andrew to fucking give him the easy questions and he still lost. He still fucking lost.
Rigged the game.
Rigged the game.
All right, shall we begin? shall we begin, Percy?
Let's begin, bud.
Let's begin. Hoot hoot.
I think we hurt his feelings, bud.
Has he died?
I think he died.
All right.
Or he's muted for us, but everyone else.
No,
can hear him. I don't know.
no, that was a technical glitch. Okay.
I expected this much.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
To go into?
You know, by the
Gaytor?
way, I heard you say to the audience, I should have tested my mic before this stream. You said that earlier. Like, bro.
Yes.
What was it? Not a never-ending mic test before we started this stream?
No,
Squire?
I never tested it
Yeah,
going
it
through
was.
OBS.
He sounded like he was in the Roaring 20s. He's like,
I never tested it going.
Is my mic working?
Where's my microphone?
Jealous of my new mic and my
Your
fancy-
ghetto mic. All these ghetto trinkets you bought.
His ghetto fucking mic. His fancy fucking owl. Like, what the
Fucking owl. Fucking
Are
bird.
you gonna get like a statue of the owl? So
Yes.
like are they gonna? Oh god.
Flacco is a symbol of the American dream. Okay, living free.
Florco was diseased and had madness.
Yeah,
An intense
Yes.
madness. And the reality is that Flacco probably just nuked himself. Doesn't want to live with, what was it, pigeon herpes? And a belly full of rat meat. And the one thing you haven't really
American
addressed
dream.
about Florco is that, I mean, that bird was supposed to be, what, a third of its size before it died?
yeah. Flacco got real fat up.
It got Americanized.
Well,
Yeah,
New
when
York
Flacco
City
got
rats,
free,
man,
he
are
was just-
big, and the pigeons are abundant. So he had a lot of free pickings. He was getting real fat. He was getting PPP
All right,
levels of fat.
can we all agree now that enough of the stupid owl shit?
Yeah,
No
you've
one
done the fucking
cares.
autopsy.
You've done the owl
enough.
thing like
Oh, we'll
30
take that
times.
to a
Find like
call.
some other.
Ashes to ashes.
Find some other random
Hoots to
fucking
hoots.
story to.
No!
portray
Well,
this
I
that
did
way.
actually. I do have a random story. We're going to
Oh
do.
fuck!
You're going to
I s-
what?
We're going to do a séance to Flacco. I have this all planned.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yes, we're going to
I
do
think we should do a seance on all of the souls you've harvested. Percy.
We're going to do a seance to Flacco. I looked up a guide with the Squire on how to contact deceased pets. And I think this will
Oh
work for
shit!
Flacco.
Not this.
Yeah,
Not this, bud.
but we're not doing that
Well,
tonight.
It's over. Have we scared off? Okay, have we scared off all the?
The audience is split right down the
riffraff.
middle. Half of the audience loves Flacco.
Can we get to
think
the
they do.
fucking content? Can we just get to the fucking?
All right,
content?
here, let's play it in. Let's play it in. Are you ready?
Play it in. Yes.
Let's just
Is it
go.
going to be a song we can't hear?
No, we're starting this Gaytor interview. You
All right,
ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Everything.
Let's go.
So basically, I'm gonna try to treat you as fairly as possible. Okay.
Gonna
What
treat
I
him
love
as
about
fairly as
this
possible.
so far.
I have a lot of softballs.
So you've done the
easy
pre-C of like
questions. I
him
have some questions
calling him the
that may-
architect of the sector and all of this.
Yes.
But what I enjoy about the parameters of this interview is that TXT pretends that he's never even spoken to Gaytor. They're not even mutual friends.
Yeah, we don't have their DMs on Chudbuds or anything.
might not be so easy to talk about because just.
But
you know,
TXT does do a good job here.
He does do a good
thank
job
God Brian didn't
from the chat that
completely execute him back in the day.
Yes, good thing that Brian didn't execute TXT for all of his crimes during the war with the Sons of Kojima. Where Brian...
But you know Brian still holds that candle.
Well, the irony is Brian was helping the Sons of Kojima and fighting with all of these people for Fred. So it really is his fault. But we won't go into the Brian lore, too much of the Brian lore tonight. We'll stick to the other Brian.
Well, Brian will come up in this interview, I think.
Yes, of course. As I said, they're inextricably linked together. The tale of the two Brians. They always intersect.
Might be not as kind. But I'm not. This is not me trying to grill you. I'm gonna try to be as even-handed as possible. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Even-handed.
Sounds good. Sounds about right, boy.
Holy
Oh boy.
fuck.
You can't be.
Oh chat.
Oh boy, chat.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah.
But what I
Co-host of the
love
Kill
about
Stream
this, I know
without
everyone shit on TXT over the
Yes.
years, and you have your problems and stuff like that. But like,
I
I
don't
like the
have
fact
any
that TXT
problems.
is gassing him up. I like the fact
Yes.
that TXT
Well,
is,
at
is
first,
luring him in.
At first, I have to say I did take it literally when I saw TXT declare Gaytor an architect of the sector.
Well, that's what TXT was counting on. That's
Yeah.
why Gaytor's so open and free. And we're treated to some of Gaytor's pre-rehearsed answers, which is amazing as well. Because it's almost as though TXT sent him the questions as a precaution. But Gaytor was so gassed up that he genuinely did think it would be all right.
Gaytor was genuinely excited for this. You felt like a big E-celeb.
expecting a little bit of spice.
Yep. Thank you, Scorm, for the 10 gifted subs.
I wish I could go back because we stepped on.
I'm not. This is not me trying to grill you. I'm gonna try to be.
We got to catch what Gaytor
as
said there.
possible. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Fantastic.
I'm
Thank
used to
you.
it.
Holy
I
fuck!
you can't be a co-host of the Kill Stream without expecting a little bit of spice.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Thank
This is what I wanted to talk. Okay. So, one, he's not co-host of the Kill Stream, and it's been, 4 years?
It's been a long time. At least 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
when did we? Yeah,
now, in
2021.
3 years' time, Persip, will you be introducing yourself first and foremost as co-host of the Kill Stream?
No, I don't I didn't introduce myself now as a co-host of the Kill Stream. But, Gaytor, he's got to hang his hat on that. That's the biggest achievement that he's ever had, buddy.
I'll take off the hat.
Gaytor and his soundboard were famous. Did you ever watch the Boulder stream? That was my biggest accomplishment. Gaytor was barely even in that stream. Gaytor said like 5 words that whole stream.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scorm, for the 10 gifted subs. Can we hit it? God bless the goal.
Brian's rolling in his grave at TXT's gifted subs.
Oh, fuck. I love that.
Who was the brave soul who gave TXT those subs? That's amazing. Give me your money. If you're going to throw it away, just give it to me. Maybe I will just monetize.
Can we hit it?
You should.
Yeah, this piece of shit.
Just go full Lisa.
But yeah, thanks, Scorm. I appreciate it. Very, very nice of you. I don't even know where to fucking
TXT
begin,
is getting
man.
subs for a Gaytor interview.
I'll tell you what. What's
the point?
Since you were nice enough to give me your time,
Who's the
pick a
architect
topic
of the
that
sector,
you know that I'm going to talk to you about.
Architect of the sector. I think Gaytor gifted those subs.
That's that. I mean, there's a lot we could talk about.
I know. Well, I mean,
there's
some
a lot.
obvious
There's a lot
ones
we got
here.
to. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, chat.
I've got a lot of things.
Why don't we talk about Zidane, right?
Oh well,
I know
I'll
that's
gladly
all-
so. Oh yeah, well, we can talk about Zidane. I actually
Let's talk about
like
anything
Zidane.
except me.
I don't think there's anyone who dislikes Zidane.
No, everybody loves Zidane.
I don't like him. I think he's
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
And a lot of people have speculated the reason why he left the show. I'll give you my personal take. And now
Okay.
I'm
I'll
saying
give you
this
my
with never
personal
having
take.
talked to him about it.
Well,
because
I thought he was like your best friend. How do you not know why he left?
All right,
Zidane left because he was
we gotta
surrounded
stop-
by a drunk.
we got to stop this.
Zidane
here.
left because he was surrounded by a pill-popping drunk, and the other moment of sanity was Gaytor, who is a 40-year-old man who bags groceries for a living. That's the reason why Zidane left.
And is
There's no
obsessed
great
with
mystery.
anime and jacking off to VTubers all day. It's like, how could this not be a disaster?
I'll take off the hat.
Zidane saw the writing on the wall, but we're gonna get Gaytor's revisionist take, his 20 revisionist take on Zidane and his departure. Even though he acknowledges that he messaged Zidane multiple times to try to get him to come back. And Zidane just blew him off like he blew off everybody. He never even responded.
Can we once and for all in the space year 2024 dispel the rumor or the the collective belief that Zidane was in any way a great character in this sphere? Zidane was shit. Zidane was garbage.
Are you besmirching the memory of Zidane and his contributions to the kill stream in the sector?
All I'm saying is that wherever Zidane is, I hope it's next to Coach.
Oh, fuck.
Zidane was like a weird Asian Spurg, but he did do a lot of the bookings and actually sort of knew what was going on.
But is that
So
where
I gotta
we're
give him
at? We're
credit.
thanking the insects that do the DMing? Is that really what they're... Come on, bro.
Somebody's got to do it.
I mean, that's all he was good for. That's all he was
All
good
right,
for.
that's
He
the
wasn't-
next poll.
He wasn't on-air talent. He
So
wasn't
guess
good
what?
on-air talent.
Blocko won the poll, by the way.
What poll?
61%.
What?
61% say they want more Flacco. I'm interpreting this.
Fuck
yes,
that.
I'm
That's
interpreting
When
it.
does
Yes.
poll take place?
It's taking place right
Yeah,
now.
where did this?
It has
take place?
72 votes and has been up for 8 minutes.
Oh, where?
On my stream, you idiot. Where do you think?
You stream?
Oh,
This
yes,
is a stream?
This is a stream.
What?
I know. You
When
can't-
did you start streaming, person?
What?
Just now. This is the first one. This is our maiden
Oh,
voice.
shit.
I don't think you've got legs, bro. I don't think it's going to take off.
It's gonna be tough, man.
You're going
Tough
straight
road ahead.
into that skyscraper window there.
Straight into the skyscraper. Yes. Well, Flacco had a lot of problems. It's probably...
What are they going to find when they cut you open, Percep?
Oh, God only knows.
Oh, no.
Just all of Ralph's secrets.
So we'll do this next poll. We'll ask the audience here. Was Zidane, what do we say, important to the kill stream?
Important. I mean, Zidane was a
Was
non-entity.
Zidane important?
Zidane
period?
only became important.
No, ask you miss him. Does anyone miss him?
Oh,
Yeah, well,
do you miss
Zidane
Zidane?
only became important as a tool to cudgel Ralph with whenever they said Zidane was the show was better with Zidane, right?
Yeah.
Zidane's actual presence on the kill stream, no one could quote a single thing. At least with Gaytor, you could quote. But with Zidane, you can't even like pretend to muster one up.
Well,
Give me a famous Zidane quote, Persip.
I can't recall. He was, everybody knows Zidane because he was on the Boulder stream and he was pressing Mundane Matt on the Boulder stream.
That's literally all he ever did.
But anyone would have pressed Mundane Matt. Even Keemstar was pressing Mundane Matt.
I know everybody was. Zidane is the writer's room. Oh my God. So far we have 40 votes in. And we have 23% of the audience says yes. 25% of the audience says yes. 75% of the audience says no. But we'll see. The audience could be contrarians. We'll come back to this poll.
Well, and this take as well, Zidane had enough brain power to jump early, that's it. Zidane wasn't even the first to jump. Zidane was like, what, the 20th man out?
Right, JMK had jumped.
That guy who killed his mom jumped.
Well,
They all
yeah,
Yeah,
he
the guy-
jumped
no, he killed
with
his
a prison
father.
sentence.
Yeah, he killed his father. He jumped.
Who else? There was some
Literally.
bitch he used to do the show with. I can't
Zidane
remember her
co-signed
name.
all of this, by the way.
He used to do the show
Candace
with
Owens?
2 women. Do you remember? He used to do it with Nora. And
Nora?
who was the other woman?
Candace Owens?
No, not Candace Owens. Candace. Yeah, Ralph did a show with Candace Owens. No.
I thought he did.
Was it?
What am
He
I
did
thinking of?
some show. I don't think she was a
Oh,
co-host.
I remember the chick's name. The other co-host was Hazel Dunn.
Oh, yes.
Well, he did interview Sarah.
Piece of shit!
He did interview Sarah.
How
But
could you do this to me? My wife!
how could you do this to me? She held me at gunpoint, tried to kill my dog. I can't believe it. All right, let's get back into this. We'll let the poll run for Zidane. So far, Zidane is at 29% yes, 71% no. We'll see.
Man, he's a fantastic guy.
He's a
But he
fantastic
left
guy.
right after the Jesse Lee Peterson show. And as
yeah.
you recall,
By the way, fantastic
that
guy
show
that's
was like
ignored
something
him
that
for
he had
5
set up
years.
personally that he had worked on for a long time. And it was a very big deal to him. You know, he loved
Gaytor's
watching
heart
Jesse
is warmed
Lee
by
Peterson's
being
show.
sure.
He loved promoting Jesse Lee Peterson. Guy's
Just
hilarious.
like everybody else.
And Ralph was not interested in it at all. He thought it was stupid, and he brought in and literally set Worski up for this. Didn't tell Worski what was going on. Brought him in.
I mean, if
and
Worski knew what was going on,
misdirected the
he
entire
still would
show
have
to,
robbed
like,
into it
talk
because he's a
about, like,
retard.
Worski.
All right, let's
You could
pause.
give Worski all of the facts up front, and he'd still make the most retarded move.
Yeah, but don't you think this is actually what Gaytor is describing here is actually pretty smart? So Ralph is hoodwinking Worski into this interview with Jesse Lee Peterson to talk about his personal problems with Jesse Lee Peterson. Isn't that I don't know. I feel like that's a smart thing to do. Nobody's going to care about Jesse's take on religion or anything, but they are going to care if Andy starts telling Jesse Lee Peterson all his personal problems and he's going to get counseling. So I actually think that is not that dumb, but that's just me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Crickets. Did I lose you?
You've not lost us, bro.
Yeah, like, what was his account getting hacked or something?
Okay. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
so it torpedoed the entire show. And, like, Zidane was, like, fucking dejected after that. Like, imagine you spent weeks trying to get on a big-name guest you were super excited about, only to have your big moment fucked over because the low IQ retard that runs everything decided, this is boring, I don't give a shit, let's go to internet drama. That's what happened.
So you're saying that this is your understanding of what happened, so he never talked to you directly about it?
No, and I didn't pry.
Okay, so it just sort of...
I didn't pry.
Up and left.
Like, Gaytor, your whole life is prying.
Did Ralph
So
say anything?
this is just
Gaytor's
Gaytor's
not had
theory.
a private communication in months.
This is what's wild is this is Gaytor's theory of what he thinks happened in retrospect 5 years later. He thinks that Ralph discussing internet drama with Jesse Lee Peterson turned Zidane so off after he booked Jesse that he quit.
But how many shows of internet drama had they done prior? I mean, it's not like
that was the show.
new to
Was
the game
internet
of it.
drama? Yeah. This
It wasn't literally anything else that he could have been doing at the time.
Wild.
Anything to you about like what he thought it was or anything like that?
Ralph did reach out to me a couple of times to just, he's like, hey, Gaytor, you know, why don't you talk to Zidane and then see what's going on, see when he's going to come back to the show.
Oh my God.
And then it became, well, why don't you know, give him a nudge? We'd love to have him back for this episode.
Why are you the Zidane wrangler? Why can't he do it his damn self?
Zidane never responded.
Well, here's the
I
reality,
imagine
right?
probably
Gaytor was the
He
one going to Ralph saying, I'm the Zidane whisperer. I'm in contact with Zidane. I still talk to him. So Ralph was saying, right, can you get him back?
Right.
But the reality is that Gaytor had about as much contact as Ralph had.
Yeah.
Which was zero.
The reality is Zidane never responded to anything.
Probably was like sending him Twitter DMs and just not getting responses. Of course, now I'm sure he'd never admit to that publicly, but like, I'd be shocked if he
Listen,
didn't try
Chad,
to, like,
don't
reach out and
fucking
be
call
like,
out
hey,
the
when you're
bots
coming back
that
to
are
the
watching
show,
the
when you're
stream,
coming back
right?
to the show. Because like everybody knows the show was not the same after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was better.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely a drop in quality. Did that happen while
It was better when
streaming, or
Zidane
was that
left, for real.
afterwards?
Gaytor, that's when Gaytor really took the spotlight when Zidane left.
I think that
Because
was
it
streaming.
was 2019, but I think maybe
It was
streaming
2019?
had died by then.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, well, if I remember my lore correctly,
Could anyone even remember like a
was-
point in Ralph's
I think
life
the
before
Stream Me era
2019?
was like late 2018.
Since Zidane left,
early
Ralph became
2019, and then, like,
infinitesimally
March
more
or so
entertaining.
2019.
I agree with this statement. I think that the show did get better after Zidane left. Now, I mean, everybody remembers things before Zidane left, like the Boulder stream, the St. Jude's Hospital, the St. Jude's Hospital stream.
That 2 streams. Since Zidane left,
Ralph
like
getting
every
arrested,
stream has
getting
been a
put in
classic.
jail. Yeah, I know. Everything's been archived. Like after, I would say 2020 was a golden year for Ralph content. You had Chris. Was that Chris Chan that year? No, Chris Chan
That was after.
That
was a year after. Yeah.
So what did you have? That's when you had the Faye arc.
Yeah.
You had the Nora divorce arc. You had
Yeah,
AIDS
we had
Zero that
Pantsu.
year. You had the introduction of Ralph getting caught fucking Pantsu with Faith in the apartment at Digibro's house.
We had all the IP2 stuff.
We had all the IP2
America First stuff.
Yeah. Make America Great Again. Rallies.
Well, we're supposed to be thankful because Zidane was talking all of this down in private calls with Gaytor and Ralph. You don't want to do this, Ralph. This is bad for business. Like, get fucked, bro.
Seems like Ralph really took off after that, doesn't it?
He did. So all of this Zidane was great. I mean, Zidane should piss on Zidane. That's what I do.
My favorite arc that year was, remember when Ralph was going hotel to hotel with the sheets over the laptop? And he's like, well, you're going to swap me at the hotel. He had Pantsu with him. And they were like getting swatted at the hotel pool and all this craziness.
Oh yeah,
and
we went to Arizona for that event.
Yeah, and then they're like, he's got like the sheets over the thing trying to stream from his laptop from a hotel room, and that's my favorite. That was all pretty base stuff. We had all the Faith leaks when she got home. He choked me after we had sex at a hotel. He choked me in the car between Pantsu. She stopped him and I escaped.
And we're supposed to be thankful for Zidane.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yes.
Zidane.
Look, guys, I got Jesse Lee Peterson.
Really desecrating the memory of Zidane here. Let's see what the audience says. We have 80 votes in so far. And we have, do you miss Zidane? 35% of the audience somehow says yes. And we're at 65% now. So there is a small faction of the audience that misses Zidane here. Let's get back into it.
Was when Streamy tanked.
Yeah, I've got I've got the list here of episodes. I'm just trying to find.
He's got the list of episodes. You know where that list is as well? It's framed on his bedroom wall.
Yeah, because
are you saying?
Absolutely,
hold on a second. Are you saying that Gaytor, all of his accomplishments on the kill stream are framed, like each stream? Like with the
who else has a list of the episodes that Gaytor appeared on the kill stream?
And no one. It's like every episode anyway. That's every episode before what was that? January of 2021 is basically every single episode.
Well, he's got a list of them in front of him at all times.
Pretty much like when because I mean,
it's very proud.
Yeah, it was still on Stream Me at the time.
It was okay
because it was February 18th. That was the Jesse Lee Peterson and Dick Masterson live episode.
Right. Funny you mentioned the Dick Masterson episode. Is that the same one? And because this was one.
No, this is where it gets great because there's no pretense here of it even being
the Puerto Rican girlfriend. You probably knew that was
going
to come up.
All right. So before, we want to do a recap of who the Puerto Rican girlfriend is?
All right. So he goes on Dick Masterson's show. They're all talking about chicks they've banged.
No, this is on the kill stream. This is on the kill stream.
Well, Dick Masterson's there, I guess.
Yes,
Dick
is a guest.
And then it's Gaytor's turn to talk about what he's banged. And it's so cringe. And it's not even a real story. And everyone knows it's not a real story, but I guess they entertain it. And during the story, he talks about having a Puerto Rican girlfriend that was kind of crazy. And I think it was Halo 3 at the time. All of that.
Yeah,
You've got the
let's
clip.
play it.
Yeah,
yes.
so let's play the clip.
Let's play it. Thank you, Gino.
Stalling for that clip.
All right. What was the craziest blonde you dated, Gaytor?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Have you ever dated a girl That's of Puerto Rican descent or a Puerto Rican mix.
No,
no review.
So let me describe it. So
they
it's
talk
like
about their country wanting to be a state a lot or something like that. What is a Puerto
no
Rican girl like?
There's just there's something about Puerto Rican women that just they're really nice and you have a great time, but then it's just kind of like you're sitting there one day and somebody walked over and flipped the switch from loving to Murderbot 5000.
Murderbot
so
5000.
much of this
They are
is
just
still ingrained in my
yelling,
head.
and you don't even know what they're yelling. You're just kind of like, "Am I about to get stabbed right now? What's happening?"
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh,
they turn on you like a pit bull. They just turn.
I think they might be all Latino women. This is bullshit.
I see.
The problem might be bigger than you think it is.
Well, it made it worse because she was my first college girlfriend, and
Ooh.
boy,
Oh boy,
Chad.
Oh boy.
Well, the story.
Fucking classic.
So I was playing video games. I want to say it was Halo Reach at the time.
Halo Reach.
And she got super pissed off for no reason. Just because I was playing Halo Reach instead of doing something like mundane. I can't remember what it was. I like didn't take the trash out or something. And she was just fucking throwing shit at me from across the room. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Just like screaming at the top of her lungs. Like what the fuck?
Yes.
And then I kid you not, but like 3 hours later, like I go into my room and she follows in after me. And she just 100% just wants to fuck, like, out of nowhere. I was confused. Change from, you want
the cringe never
die
wears off on that.
Now
the
you want to fuck me to death.
You never know what's going to happen with the Puerto Ricans. Is that what you're saying, Gaytor?
No, you never know.
You never know.
I agree with Gabe. This is incel vibes. Yeah.
So now TXT is pressing him on this.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go into a little more too, because I pulled up some of the DMs because Gaytor has told multiple stories.
Yes, multiple accounts of
There's
what
been
this
multiple
was.
accounts of who this girl
Now,
was.
there was one account that I wanted to touch on where he said that so it wasn't what he's just described there wasn't just one person. It was an amalgamation of different girlfriends, right?
Yes. It was an amalgamation of
because he didn't want them to
girlfriends.
Yeah. I think his reasoning was because he didn't want the girlfriends to be doxxed or something, so he merged them all into one.
Because we're gonna dox Gaytor's girlfriend based on what exactly? Who knows? But off of the story, I guess we're gonna be able to figure out who the hot blonde Puerto Rican 5,000. Is. Murderbot 5000
has a weird aversion to Halo Reach.
Look in our group chat. I pulled up the DMs that I want to read.
Okay, so yeah, Gaytor says, I'd rather be called a virgin incel faggot than have them track her down and fuck with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's very honorable. Very honorable.
Says, you know how I feel about Hispanic women. Yeah, there's a reason the Puerto Rican girlfriend thing is a meme. The funny part is, she really exists.
Oh.
I showed Spooky the picture of me and her at prom. LOL.
At prom. At prom.
Oh my god.
It's just easier.
This man is like 36, by the way.
I thought he's like 38 now.
Well, it was 20 years ago.
Well, he will be.
It was 20 years ago. This bitch at prom was 20 years ago. It's just easier to pretend it's not real, so they don't go looking for her. And then he says, I'd rather be called a virgin incel faggot than have them track her down and fuck with her. Because we broke up on good terms. And he
it was 20 years ago.
Our side of the internet is really sad, and he says, yeah, it really is. And then he goes into some other bullshit.
Tough. Yeah, who cares about the rest? All right, so
now
what's today's?
Then I remember on the Kino Casino, he said something else about it, didn't he?
Yes,
he said it was.
He said she was a composite of 3 different women.
Composite, yeah. But in this interview,
You're going to hear something.
We now have another
different,
explanation.
Something completely different.
Of course.
So, from what I've heard, from what people have told me, and this is me not trying to feed you an answer, but this was my understanding.
We'll get into Alistair.
So, your Puerto Rican girlfriend was
The
sort of
deer,
like
yeah.
an
His
amalgam
sister fucked a
of
deer.
different girlfriends
In her mind.
melded into one or something. What's the story there, Gaytor?
Well, it was a stupid thing to even talk about in the first place.
Okay.
Because when you're trying to take different stories and different people and on the spot, like, try to combine them together to try to, like, sound more impressive
How
while
about just
also
tell the
trying to
truth?
remove personal
And
details.
don't do this
It comes
fucking
across
weird
as
mental gymnastics.
you're full of shit.
Right.
And to
He's
a
trying
large
to sound
extent, I
Well,
was
that's
kind of full.
exactly that. What he's just provided there is the dictionary definition of someone being full of shit. When they're bringing together all of this strands of fictitious nonsense and trying to weave
it gets better, Adam. It gets better.
Of shit, because one of the people I tried to, like, amalgamate into this, like, character,
one of them
wasn't someone that I dated. I took a story from a friend of mine. So it was like three
you took a
different
story
women.
from a friend of a friend, so it was all lies.
So the composite of Gaytor's girlfriend is not
A
only
story from a friend.
his girlfriend from
friend.
prom, the girl, his mother that he took to prom, but was of stories that friends had told him.
From a friend of a friend.
Yeah. Who's the friend? Is the friend Ralph? Is this a Ralph story
It's a
mixed in
Ralph
here?
story. I bet it
is a Ralph story because I know Ralph, and this sounds like a Ralph story to me.
Okay, so all right, so okay, so I mean TLDR.
Even TXT is like, what?
Bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
the girl
much.
did
So
actually
it was all
invest
lies.
one of them.
Okay.
But
not pretty
the
much.
other one was a girl I didn't really
thought, hold
get-
on a
what-
second. Didn't we just read Gaytor's private DMs that she's totally real, bro? He just doesn't want her to be doxxed.
He was weaving the threads, bro. He was weaving the tapestry.
So
He
in
was trying
private,
to sound
Gaytor tells his
important,
best
but-
friends that he jacks off to anime with, that she's totally real and he just doesn't want her to be doxxed. But on this stream, she is a composite of multiple people, all of them imaginary, some from imaginary friends. So an imaginary friend.
But Persip, how
Told
do
him
you
about it.
explain the photo that Spooky Weeb Trash has seen with her own eyes of
We
Gaytor at prom?
need a confirmation from Spooky Weeb Trash. Here, we'll put up a picture of Gaytor and Spooky Weeb Trash and whoever the hell else this other bitch is with Medicare hats on at the convention. Well,
Is it the one that looks like Cecil?
yeah, the one that looks like Cecil with the Medicare hat on. Yeah,
She was terrified of Gaytor in that convention footage. She was
you
like,
could see.
shaking.
Look at her face. She's like, "Get me! He really reeks. Get me the fuck out of
He's
here."
just like, who is this insect? Ugh. He smells like cheese.
You notice
He does
Spooky
smell of
Weeb Trash is actually taller than Gaytor here. It's pretty
Yes.
wild. It's tough for Gabe. We'll get back
They're
to
looking
Spooky
at
Weeb
his
Trash.
most true-tastic in that photo.
He really does look like a fucking a tranny on HRT.
This is
that
the
one.
same convention that he's pointing at his waifu.
Yes.
His stacked elf girl waifu.
Wild.
Here, I'll load that in as well. Gaytor pointing to his beloved waifu right here.
She's 1,000 years old, Your Honor.
1,000 years old. 2,000 years old.
This
she's
was
old.
my first waifu. This is and this is And then the girl goes, "Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Get us away from this fucking weirdo. We gotta go. You can sit in the other row. You can sit in the other row, Gaytor. You'll
I'll
get a
take
better
off the
camera
hat.
angle if you're not sitting next to us, Gaytor.
Well, the first one was.
Okay.
But I added details from a friend's story about him almost getting stabbed by his now ex.
So Ralph.
Okay.
But it sounded like bullshit because it pretty much was bullshit. I was trying to. It was one of those things where you're like trying to sound cool.
You know what?
So
This
you like take some
explanation
real
is even worse than the actual clip.
It is.
We played it. It's actually worse. The cringe I'm getting here, it's giving me a full body shake.
Well, what I don't understand what Gaytor's even saying now. She was a composite of multiple people.
It's what
None
it
of
is.
them
It's
real.
digging the hole. It's digging the hole.
None of them real. A lot of them come from, now the entire basis of this story was from a friend telling him a tale about how he was almost stabbed from his girlfriend, this imaginary friend. And all right.
Tales and
the thing is, there's no friends. There is no friends.
There is no friends that had this imaginary girlfriend to begin with. We've seen who Gaytor talks to all day. They talk about going to heaven where Jim is God. Okay, when they die.
They talk about animes and cartoons and conventions and Brian. Brian being the architect of all of their destruction.
Yes. And this isn't recycled old content. Listen, this just happened.
This was yesterday, yes.
Yesterday.
Night.
Yeah, this just happened last night. So, I know it's like we're in the repeat land of Gaytor, but this is what it is.
Together.
It's like being in Brian. It's another version of the Brian Zone. The other Brian Zone.
It didn't even sound legitimate, so it was stupid to even try in the first place. But I was like I was at the point where I was like, I want to be like a character. I don't, I want to try to like, keep my personal information separate from like a Gaytor. And you'll notice like through the 2015 episodes that I was on with Ralph, like my voice sounded different. I was trying to sound different.
Okay.
And then there was a certain point in like 2018 where I just like dropped all of that stuff and just said, I am who I am.
Right.
I am who I am.
All right, here we go.
Isn't that what you said when you sprung out of that closet? I am who I
am. Sure, yes. That is what happened. Now, so Gaytor now has said, I'm going to drop the act. I've never been laid. I'm an incel with rage. I'm virgin. There was never a Puerto Rican... Listen, I'm coming clean with you now.
Of course there was.
I am who I am.
That was an act. That was a character I was playing with the angry Puerto Rican girlfriend who tried to stab me and then have sex with me while I was playing Halo Reach because I didn't clean my room. And now we get the real Gaytor who fantasizes over VTubers and jacking it to 2,000-year-old little elf girls. So that's Gaytor embracing who he really is. Fascinating.
He's free.
He's free
to be what he wants to be.
He's free to be who he is.
Would you say he's a free bird?
He's a free bird.
Oh, fuck.
He's a free bird, Squire. The music that you
play the fucking clip.
Play the fucking...
you're actually playing? Oh, okay. I was like, why is there no fucking clip?
Why is he doing this?
Teddy Feezer,
why is he
absolutely Teddy Feezer in chat, says that I should press you on... I don't know about this. Maybe you can... About the one girl you talked to in DMs, and
this is the ocean, right?
She was all into anime.
Yes.
Right, now let me jump in on this ocean
this
stuff,
is the
because I
Ocean
remember
Redux
some of this.
story.
Okay.
So all of the post-Chud Buds leaks were, the crossover, whatever it was.
Yes.
This bitch was offering it up to anyone who'd ask.
Anyone and everyone.
Who'd ask.
Everyone.
Yeah, videos, everything. Of her doing anything.
Yes.
Gaytor was the longest serving simp and had nothing. She would never. And I guess that's the story.
He's a nice guy, but I would never.
She would never.
I would never.
I think you're thinking of Pine Cone.
All in sundry had seen all of its orifices, apart from Gaytor, which is tough.
Yes.
Apart from Gaytor, even Machiavelli.
And Gaytor's the only one that actually wanted it, which is fucked.
Of course he did.
Well, it goes without saying that, Gaytor, remember, he was trying to do the nice guy thing. She said, "Oh, Gaytor, I love you." Gaytor, we had already covered this on a previous stream, so. But she goes, "Gaytor, I love you. I love that your Medicare impression. Are you a Big Daddy Jim fan? Please do your voice for me." And he's just like, my lady, have you watched Evangelion? The most prime of anime? She's just like, no. Okay, I have to go now. I'll message you later.
I have to go now in DM anyone else. Pictures of my vagina.
This weird Eastern European fellow who sucks off Claire Bear every day. I'm gonna go talk to him.
This is Machiavelli, right?
Yeah.
Machiavelli saw everything.
Machiavelli got all the nudes.
Got
Gaytor,
everything.
not even a
Half
crumb.
of the fucking user base on Chudbud's got the nudes.
Got the
apart from
tits,
Gaytor.
at least. They at least got tits. Gaytor got nothing. But we're going to hear Gaytor explain why.
Okay.
So, Ralph seems to think that Ocean Redux was coming on to me.
Okay.
She absolutely wasn't. I don't know why he obsesses over that.
It's so tough.
Like,
she absolutely
I don't know if
wasn't.
you know, like,
even
people
Gaytor
keep
knew she
saying
wasn't
people keep
interested.
getting the story
Well,
wrong.
even Gaytor knew she wasn't interested.
Ocean Redux is a fantastic person. She's a nice person.
Okay.
But like, I have no interest
She's a
in her.
nice person. What that means is that she's a nice person and him still defending her on and out. That means he's still in those DMs, just on another platform that
He's
hasn't
trying,
been leaked out yet.
He still is desperately like, please
He's
DM
been on
me
a
again.
4-year quest.
You think she's responded? You think she's basically ghosting him at this point and just doesn't answer anymore? And he's just like,
I think she occasionally
hello,
"You're
my
great,
lady.
You're great," but not. Gator has had to
Gator,
see
I have
those
to go.
tits
I'm really
and
busy. I'm really busy
Gator
right now.
had to read Machiavelli's DMs to see those tits.
Gator, I'm really busy right now. I'll get back to you.
No interest in me.
It's tough.
I'm sure you've.
Well, even Gator acknowledges he just doesn't even believe that she could possibly be interested. He's just like, listen, I know this woman was flirting with me, but I know in her heart she couldn't have ever been interested.
Guys,
it was a waste of time.
you just have to make a girl laugh. You know,
Do we think Gator's actually ever had sex? Do we think he's at the point where he's never had?
I don't think Gator ever had sex. Coming from that story that we just heard about how it was, not only was it not an imaginary girlfriend that he had, it was an imaginary girlfriend his friend had.
I just don't know how you get to, what is he, 38 years old and never having sex? I don't understand that.
Well, I don't know how you get to 38 years old and don't even have a car. But Gator has managed to do that.
There's got to be something amiss there. I mean, is he a pedo? Shall we just lay it on the line?
There's definitely some very suspicious behavior. His friendship with Fagmenko and things like that.
Yes.
The friendship which he completely denies ever having in this interview, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't even know who that is.
I was never friends with him. There we go.
The actor who plays Chekhov.
The actor who plays Chekhov.
Tampon backpack story, right? Like, people keep misattributing that to Pippa. It wasn't Pippa.
Oh God!
It was never Pippa. That was the Ocean. That was an Ocean Redux story.
Is there a short version?
Nobody
of that
attributes
story?
that.
No,
to...
I don't think I know that one.
Does anybody even know what the fuck he's talking about? Does anybody here know what he's talking about?
No.
I have no fucking idea.
Pippa. The TLDR of it is that for whatever reason or another, I don't remember the reason why she said it, but she had like used tampons in her backpack and went on a date. And she was like freaking out because she like was convinced the guy could smell them.
Okay.
And it's like the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So that wasn't true,
Yeah.
or
okay.
I'm just trying to understand like how that came into.
Like I was just like, what?
I love TXT is just trying to get more. You know, he's just like, okay, Gator, you've just told this story. What does this have to do with? What does this have to do with anything?
It really is Brian's own tier.
Yeah, it really is Brian's own tier. I feel like I need the X-Files music fucking playing for this because it's pure Brian's own. Pure Brian's zone going on.
I used to miss you playing the X-Files music on the stream with Brian.
Yes, well, I'm playing.
You're making me sound crazy.
Stop playing that fucking song. What do you need music
Oh,
for? You piece
so
of
pissed.
shit. You piece of fucking shit. What are you trying to make fun of me with your X-Files music? Your fancy ass theme music. Nobody understands that person. Nobody gets it. It's stupid.
Fucking ego.
I'm just speaking the truth. This is my truth. Yes.
Fancy ass music.
You and your fancy ass music. Trying to be an Eastland, make lots of money off of me. Big dodos, you piece of shit.
I'm not crazy.
Making Twitter accounts for 3 months to try to get me framed. That wasn't me.
Oh, she talked about it on post.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's
yeah, and for some reason it gets misattributed to Pippa. Like I saw Elaine try to push that stuff the other day. which was retarded because it was always Ocean.
Who?
Okay.
She was on post when it happened. She should know that.
Okay. Well, I was probably on post when it happened, but I don't remember
Technically, just
anything
desperately
about
Yeah,
trying to
because
get
it's pre Chud Buds hack.
Well, this is the
Oh,
Gaytor.
Yeah, for the
this
most
is
part.
like
a
So this is a pure. I would liken this to the DSP Pignosis, where Phil just starts talking about random stuff. You have no fucking idea what he's talking about, but you're so perplexed that you kind of just are. You just let him go. You don't know what to even say.
What? Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Is he out of his mind? We were just talking about something completely different. Now he's talking about Pippa Pipkin on Twitter and some story about used tampons. The fuck is he talking about?
I was on Chud Buds until that whole thing went to shit, and then I came back to post. Okay.
Post.
But I mean, now that we're kind of into
they've all abandoned post now that Daddy Jim did.
There's a lot of shit that we can talk about with that. I mean, there's like a lot of different. Okay, one thing that I'm off the top of my head. I mean, one of the newest things, the Vickers shit. What's your feeling on that?
Now this is interesting. His explanation for his interaction,
kind of
because he makes out that he had no involvement at all with Vickers, and he, hasn't co-signed all of it.
So I could
now,
go over.
I do recall that he did deny taking part in a subpoena or something. Is that right?
It's a lie. So Gaytor literally, and I could pull up the Chud, but I've already covered this multiple times, so it'd be kind of boring at this point to pull it back up. But Gaytor contacted Vickers.
Yes.
Personally, and literally
offered his services. Is that
literally offered to subpoena and as a character witness against Ralph that Ralph was a bad man, and was fully communicating with Vickers and Cog about everything, giving
but
all
now
the
he
dirt
makes
on
out
Vickers.
that he wasn't doing that. He was above it all. He just sort of all is crazy. And he kept that shit as far away from him as possible. I think that's a quote from this.
Do you remember the story that Gaytor had told the story now, which is lost to time because who the fuck, nobody archives anything Gaytor says, but Gaytor had said that he had the recording of Ralph and Faith fleeing from Digibro's house. Do you remember this? He said he was on his laptop.
Oh, yes.
And he was recording the whole thing and he was going to release it to the courts.
To the courts, that's right.
To prove abuse. But we never saw hide nor hair of this video. But I really wish
what
I
fucking
wish it was real.
snake piece of shit.
What
a fucking snake piece of shit.
But his explanation for this now is like, it's like a different man completely.
Well, it's the same explanation he gives for Fragmenko. It's like a complete retelling and complete revision of reality. But we're gonna listen to it.
Yeah, that whole thing is bizarre. Just watching like a man destroy his own life, just trying like look, I don't like Ralph, but it seems like he got himself in some really bad financial straits over this whole thing.
Right.
And like just owning some rando on the internet's not worth
$500,000.
Just owning some rando on the internet's not worth your dignity and time. Like Gaytor, that's your whole raison d'etre is to try and get a one-up on anyone that slides you.
Well,
imagine paying $100,000 to get $5,000.
Well, imagine being Gaytor. Gaytor giving financial advice. Gaytor rides a bicycle. He does not own a car.
Yes.
The only thing he can afford is a bicycle. He still lives with his parents. He's lived in the same place his entire life.
He's also bagging them groceries, my nigga.
Bagging them groceries, my nigger. Okay, at the grocery, working at the grocery store, he still doesn't have a dime. The guy literally cannot. Can you understand living at your parents' house for that long? Literally, you have no expenses, nothing. You're riding a bicycle, and the guy still can't even save up a dime to move out or buy a new computer. He constantly complains that he needs a new computer. He constantly complains that he has no money. He can't do anything. But Gaytor, I guess because don't they do the one anime convention? I guess that's where Gaytor spends. He saves up all year so he could go with Spooky Woob Trash to the anime convention. That's probably what he spends all the money on, because I can't make heads or tails of it. Wouldn't he have at least bought a car at this point, at 80 years old?
I mean, I'd imagine you'd have some kind of net worth once you're in your 30s.
money's going on other things, and I think those other things are
child sex dolls.
Child sex
yes,
dolls?
yes.
Don't bring up child sex dolls. We'll have Brian here in 2 seconds.
What?
Well, listen, guys, this is
the doll was defending child sex dolls in Norway.
He's a pedophile.
He's a piece of shit. I'm telling you, I got the audio. Him and that DJ Axel pedophile. They were talking about it. I remember it.
I will never make peace with that piece of shit.
There'll never be peace. Blood roots in my mail, police.
Banned from Norway.
He got me banned from. He got me fired from my job. All right.
How do you get banned from Norway? Like, what the fuck?
I know, right? I used to ask, how do you get banned? How does one man ban you from an entire country? Like,
Interpol's got my name. They're gonna destroy me. I don't know. That's Brian. They probably played the interview where Brian said that he was going to drive to Vidar's house and put him in a coffin outside.
That never happened. Stop playing the clip.
I'm going to chop your fingers and toes off, and then I'm going to torture you like in the soundtrack.
Where he was like, "That never even happened. What are you talking about?" And then we played the clip, and he was like, "Why are you playing this clip?"
Well, there were 20 different reactions to it. Every time it was completely different. Every time I played that clip to Brian, it was completely different. Sometimes he would just go, "Oh, I forgot about this. I didn't even remember this happened." Sometimes he'd go, "You piece of shit, that never happened. I don't even remember that. You don't even know he got me fired from my job before that," and all this stuff. I said, "Brian, this is literally announced as your first interaction with Vidar." And he goes, "No, it's not true. I got blood roots in the mail before this."
Why are you doing this to me?
You stalking and making stuff up. What do you know, Fred Fox? All right. Enough. We've derailed enough with Brian. We'll get back to Brian in like 2 seconds. But we'll play more Gaytor, the other Brian.
Like you hate to see like
Brian's
kids
in
are gonna
Bible
go
study.
through. You hate to see just like they're getting a divorce or something like that. Like
yeah, that's.
I said he doesn't know all of the intimate
my
details
personal
anyway.
feel is
Gaytor,
like it's almost like he was willing to do.
I
all
hate
of this stuff
Gaytor
just to get back at Ralph.
Right.
And I don't think it's worth it. Real life should always take precedent over like stupid internet shit.
What's
real life should always take precedent over stupid internet shit. Gaytor, you bag groceries. When have you ever put your real life before your internet?
Gaytor, we've literally read thousands and like endless DMs.
But bear in mind, most active poster on Chudbuds and posts.
Most active poster by far.
By far.
Way bigger than the owner of the site itself. Gaytor, trying to figure out who has swatted him, who has swatted Marjorie Taylor Greene, contacting FBI agents to tip them off about Zoom and Plate Gang. You had your own private person in Marjorie Taylor Greene's office contacting the FBI on your behalf, Gaytor. But Gaytor saying internet shit should never mix with real life.
Yeah, what's crazy that I heard was that, and apparently Cog let this slip because he's a fucking moron. That apparently, and that Vickers was feeding him this. That essentially, like the divorce is so that he can give her the money, so that he doesn't have to be, that he can file the bankruptcy.
No, it didn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. That was the most transparent thing anyway, wasn't it? It didn't take Cog to leak it.
Well, right. I mean, it was really obvious that Vickers was moving all the debt into his name and keeping his wife's name off all the debt so they could declare bankruptcy and then go put everything on the wife's credit. She doesn't have to declare bankruptcy because they're getting a divorce now. So he'll just declare everything a marital debt in the divorce and then file it for the bankruptcy.
I hope someone from the IRS is watching and just takes them to whatever court they need to go to, because this should not be allowed.
Well, we could only hope, but I judging from DSP's court hearing, I don't think anything is going to happen with Vickers. Although they have denied his bankruptcy like 6 times.
Well, as a lot of people pointed out, though, about Phil, he kind of lucked out because it was during COVID when it was going on, and they were just rubber stamping everything.
And he had random A-logs calling in.
Yeah.
Playing Phil clips. playing "It's toxic. I'm not toxic" during the court hearing. So maybe that also threw things off a little bit.
Screw whoever as far as like with the bankruptcy proceedings.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And also, like Cog saying that probably fucked him in that regard because now the court's gonna know.
Oh yeah. Does Gaytor think
Like
Ralph
when you
will
told
go
the
back
court
to
on
the
Ralph,
USA?
bud.
So
How is the court going to know that, Gaytor? The 100 viewers that watch COG? One of them is part of the
Yes.
IRS? One of
No,
them
of
is part...
course.
Yes.
How are they going to know that? You know Gator's like phoning in. Listen, I got a big scoop on the Vickers. This is bank fraud.
I got a big scoop. Oh boy.
I got my own private contact in the FBI. And they're ready to expose the Vickers right now. I wish we could get into Vickers. I wish we could get into the Gaytor DMs right now. Can you imagine what's going on in the Gaytor DMs right now?
We'll read them next week when they're all leaked.
Oh, please.
I mean, they're leaked. They're leaked on 2-week bases.
Please. Give me more Gaytor leaks. I need unedited Gaytor. When he's completely masked off.
Buddy. Easy now.
I need it. Just like I need, at least Brian, it's always guaranteed it's going to be leaked. With Gaytor, it's not always guaranteed, and I need it. I need more Gaytor content. I could feed into the tales of two Brians.
what is most likely to get him to return?
I do think Ralph will eventually make his way back to the USA. I don't know what's going to be the catalyst, whether it's going to be like political instability will finally force him out of a shit hovel, or
the shit
or something else. Like that's really the only thing I could think of. Is
I mean, at least he doesn't live with
some
his
sort
parents.
of political instability happening. Because as long as Ralph can make a decent enough living, I think he's always just going to stay where he is.
Right.
Yeah.
What a
what
take!
I read.
Wow, amazing.
I think it was.
It
I would have never come up with that on my own.
Exceeded his goal the last couple of days, but he hasn't, given any extra money because he's still like in arrears on like child support payments, something like that. I don't know. I try, like the Ralph stuff. I used to pay much more attention to it than I do now. But I just know a little bit of like the headlines, like the the Vickers stuff and. Something about Signal Boot going down and banging his Backpage's girlfriend or whatever. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, allegedly he went down there and got his sloppy seconds. I don't know if that's
Signal
real.
Boot did.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming. I don't. Who fucking knows?
What did he pay?
What a weird thing.
Is he saying he
what a
paid
weird
her?
thing to do. Yes.
Okay.
What
an own, yeah. What an own.
What a fucking weird.
Wow.
I did see some tweets about that. I thought that was a joke. Did he actually go down there?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's what I mean, to be fair, I heard about it on Kino Casino. I don't know if it's true.
Oh, that's not true.
It's completely fake. Okay, if it was on the casino, it's just complete nonsense, just made up.
Holy shit.
Just complete nonsense. Okay. Now I understand why I have no idea what they're talking about. Okay.
That was a joke or if that was real. But if it's real, it's fucking funny. Single Boo for 10 pesos.
That's bullshit, but I believe it.
Yeah. Okay, I have a whole bunch of notes. I have okay, so we talked about the Puerto Rican girlfriend. Okay, so
I love he has notes.
I'm assuming you heard about the headmates thing.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. That he was looking up some sort of like study or like some sort of like therapist that specializes in dealing with people with like headmates.
Yeah.
What?
That's fucking crazy. Yeah,
He's talking about Ralph.
I just heard Jim talking
about the voices in Ralph's head.
On it. But I mean, if that's true,
is it scary? Actually,
he has voices in his head.
Is it scary? Actually, no.
I heard that he was like considering that.
Yeah,
like, he was,
a little bit.
You're the Ralph whisperer at the moment,
The biggest tell of that was there was this Twitter space recently where what's his face, the Irish guy was doing like this big interview.
Irish guy.
and the person that was in there was using like a Candace Owens avatar, and I was like, oh, that's Nick Fuentes. There's no like if Candace was in there, she'd be using her
All
actual
right, who the fuck cares?
account. This is going to be like
There was something else.
We went to D Live first for that one
and
episode.
then I got the next time.
And then we broke the website, and then Keemstar actually.
Oh yeah, we
had
broke the
some
website.
investment in Stream Me.
Right.
And
I'll take
Keemstar
that.
got up with Ralph and was like, "Hey, there's this website. It's called Stream Me. You know, you guys should stream there. It's where he streamed when he was banned from YouTube for a little bit."
Yes.
And so he's the one that got Ralph over there, and then of course everybody else ended up coming over there too.
So is Gaytor saying Keemstar got Ralph on Stream.me?
I guess he is now. Yeah.
What?
And, interestingly enough, that's where
was literally
we
nobody
all
on
got
that site except
exposed to the
Narcissa.
wonderful world of Kitty Style, and
the
I'm assuming
Cybertronic.
you know that he's back.
Yeah, I've seen that he somehow crawled out of his disgusting hole and decided to start streaming again.
Yeah, and he's
You've crawled out of your
himself
disgusting hole to do this interview, guys.
First he did Big and then he went after Brittany from Politically Provoked. He also went after Grace Thorpe.
Who?
So like he basically like attaches himself to
Grace Thorpe.
streamers with some kind
Big
of
names.
significant
Who's
following.
that?
Sort of
she's some
himself
girl who
uses
fucked her
whatever clout
daddy, and you shouldn't cover that person. How could you have her? How could you do an interview with Ben and Grace? I can't believe this. I just hang out in the Discord all day, but that's vile. I don't understand how you could cover such a horrible thing.
Yeah.
Very irresponsible.
As well as poaches their fan base, basically. Isn't Cringe Mama simping for him? Yes, she actually is. She was in his chat today. She was guarding him while I was making fun of him. She also doesn't bathe regularly, which is actually appropriate because last week,
What?
I'm not even shitting you, Kitty went 8 days.
These people are all
wearing
trash.
the same fucking shirt, which
What the fuck?
I'm not even
Styles?
kidding. I have photos to prove it. Went 8 days.
Isn't he like
so I'm assuming that means that he did not
fucking,
shower for 8.
Okay, so last we checked it on Kitty Styles, Brian had made a wild appearance on Kitty Styles' show for about 3 hours. And he was trying to convert Kitty Styles to Christ. I covered this earlier in the week. That's the last update I've gotten on Kitty Styles. But apparently TXT is also watching. Maybe for Brian. Maybe Brian got him involved. Maybe Brian got him involved with this.
Fucking days. I mean, unless he's like, showering and then putting the same shit back on. Yeah, imagine the smell. Absolutely. But yeah,
Chat is
so
chanting King of
I
Pole.
started to calling him Piggy Style or Pig.
Where
Potato.
is he?
Got that.
Okay, so let's look here. Let's do a little update and a little bit of a different poll. That says, do you miss Zidane? With 141 votes. 37% of the audience says yes. 63% of the audience says no. So now we'll ask, should Brian, what you want to ask a question about Brian? Should Brian be forgiven? We'll put it up to the audience.
I think we should take Brian back.
I think it's time, bud.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Well, we'll leave it
he's
up to the
found
audience.
God.
We'll put a poll
He's
up.
found God.
We'll put a poll up to the audience. They're chanting King of Pole. And I think
They're always chanting King of Pole.
I think what we're
Yes.
going to do here is we're going to skip ahead. I hear somebody is getting a little tired after their big splurge on McDonald's. So I think we'll skip ahead to the 43 minutes because I have a lot of stuff prepared for this. So that should be 1 hour 52 minutes. I'm just hoping that's right. Should be right here.
Was that she was a guest on our
Yes. Okay. Trying to get it's so Kick is such a pain in the ass.
I believe that's true. Yeah, that he just
Kick?
like threw it out and gave
Yeah.
Is that what you stream?
This is where TXT was streaming on Kick. But it's very hard. Like you can't use the directional keys. You can't do anything. You just got to deal with it how it is.
Didn't get it back.
You should be streaming there, bud. You get like $1 million and
What happened
totally
with-
legit donuts.
What? Okay, so isn't Pinecone Girl? Isn't that T-Clips, or is that somebody else?
No, that's not T-Clips.
Okay.
That's
Pinecone Girl
Kirsten.
T-Clip.
Is Pinecone Girl T-Clips? Let's do a little. Let's remind people.
Oh, can we not?
Pinecone is.
Bro.
Can we not?
Can we not? Can we not, bro?
We can.
I don't think anyone wants to be reminded of who she is.
So this is Pinecone here in Knoxville.
Oh God. Oh.
Her in Knoxville when she still looks sort of normal, and now we're.
You're okay. That's
I don't know.
We're gonna do.
I think the writing was on the wall even in Knoxville, wasn't it?
We're gonna do a little update on Pinecone here. Gaytor's special girl here.
She has that hideous fucking tattoo on her clavicle, whatever the fuck part of the body that is.
Her ass. Got the dominoes tattoo.
No, not that one. She has like that one like on her neckline.
This is the image I'm showing now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. Looking very attractive
Dear
there.
Lord.
Gaytor wanted to get some of Pinecone.
I would never.
Of course, this might get me flagged down, but this is the image of why she's called Pinecone here. As you could see, a grown man is sticking a pine cone into her ass here.
And this is why Andy immediately fell in love with her.
And this is why Andy fell in love. Because Andy loves meth whore. He flew a meth whore from Australia in to live with him, for God's sake.
He didn't fly anyone anywhere. That's such bullshit. That's such bullshit. He just had to move out because he fucking lost his mind. And he had to move back in with his parents. There's no way she actually moved in with him.
And this is pig clips here. If anybody needs a reminder of what pig clips look like. This is pig clips.
Good Lord.
Frightening. Okay.
Ahoy!
Man the harpoons!
Man the harpoons!
Need like a fucking like a bell sound. Like, you know, the fucking impact warning bell that boats have, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yes. So here we're going to hear Gaytor recreate history on who Pinecone Girl is. And I have a little clip lined up for this when we're done.
Okay.
So the story of Pinecone Girl in Knoxville was that she was a guest on our show. And there was some guy that she made a false accusation against. I can't remember what his name was. But that was what brought her onto the show. And it turns out she was full of shit about that and had no idea what she was talking about. Well,
Okay.
Ralph had her in the DMs, and so he was kind of hitting her up. And he invited her to come to Knoxville.
It was all Ralph. Yes.
And hang out with all of us. He's actually the one that picked her up from the airport in Knoxville.
Was she the one that hooked up with?
So this is a lie. This is a complete lie. It was Andy she literally leaked all the DMs with Andy where she was coming to Knoxville specifically to fuck Andy. That's why she was coming to Knoxville. It had nothing to do with Ralph. But this is another one of Gaytor's twisting of reality.
I don't know. I believe him.
You believe it? You believe Ralph is trying to fuck her? Okay. I believe. Sure.
Dworsky?
Yes, and I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So
He's
Ralph
getting to it.
brings her over.
Let the man cook.
To the apartment, thinking that he's gonna fuck Pinecone Girl. But she turned out to be a fan, a huge fan of Worski. And so her and Worski.
Huge
and so
fan
if
of
you
Worski.
wonder why Ralph was so fucked up and so angry and getting drunk and pilled out the whole weekend, it's because he was so fucking pissed off that he got cucked by Worski.
What?
Right.
I thought Gaytor was the one that got cooked by Worski.
Did you realize?
Yeah, I thought it was. What's going on here?
He literally slept in the same room because there was no other beds.
So now we're
and
going
watched
to
Worski literally fucking this bird that he wanted to be with.
So I want to play this little clip here, and I'll share it with you guys so you could see it. Pretty sure I could do. It's only a minute long.
I don't understand how you're never able to work these stream every hour of the day, person.
Do I stream every hour of the day? I'm sharing it with you guys.
All right. Piece of shit.
Where'd it go? You shit.
Holy fuck, bud.
Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna play it for you guys. You ready? 3, 2,
Yeah.
1, go.
The thing is that if you worry about what people think about you on the internet, it's just going to consume you and who you are, and you'll always be trying to always be trying to please them and go against yourself and who you are. I've been trying to tell her that it doesn't matter what people say about her. Just be true to ignore the haters. Don't pay attention to Cow. Don't pay attention to the dumb shit that Andy's saying. Just be yourself.
The boards.
And everything else will take care of itself.
My sister.
Be yourself. My sister's herself.
Exactly.
My sister's not ashamed. She wants to fuck a deer.
Honestly, because a lot of these people, they hate everyone. And they hate everyone and they want to destroy everyone, so you're never going to please them. So why? Why try?
Exactly.
Why try?
Exactly.
So that's Gaytor at
Absolutely.
the time, but Gaytor's going to recreate reality here and say he was never ever simping for Pinecone. She was just it was Ralph that was simping for her. Ralph really wanted to fuck her.
The
Yes.
like that wasn't that when you pulled off your mask that cameras were.
Are you playing it? I don't hear anything.
Oh, hold on. Forgot I got to switch back. Stream died. On Discord.
All right, there we go.
You ready for this?
Oh yes.
Oh no, that was actually well, see, because footage that had been released already had already shown my face.
Okay.
So I was like, well, fuck. And this was actually CRP's idea. He's just like, I don't know why you're wearing the stupid mask anymore. Like, people have already seen what you look like.
Okay,
Like,
so we've
you should just-
immediately gone into a retelling, a recreation of the story of the infamous Gaytor mask incident, of course, which has been parodied more times than I don't even know. It's an infinite parody of Gaytor, the mask.
Own it at this point. Just like go up there with the mask and then just like take the mask off. And I was like, you know what, CRP, I should do that. And so I did.
Oh, okay. So you
So I
did
did.
know that we could.
No, I
see-
did do it.
I actually do want to ask a follow up to that.
He was in like
Ralph. Actually, I think it was last week
what was
when
it?
he
He
said
was like
this,
fourth person
literally was
extra
trying
from
to
the
tell you
left,
not to
taking
do
off
it.
his
Like you
mask.
said,
Yes. Well, but look at this. I have the little, I still have it on video, especially captured by me many years ago. Zooming in on Gaytor's face. He was like literally, you could barely see him on the camera. But he pulls off the mask very majestically to reveal the face of Gaytor. So proud.
I'll take off the
The
hat.
funniest thing is Ralph bought him that mask. That was the
He
most,
couldn't even afford his own mask.
That was the most
It's-
wild thing. Ralph bought him the mask. It didn't even fit on his fat head.
sitting here trying to talk you out of it. Was that true?
No, absolutely not. And he never tried to talk me out of coming to Knoxville either. Like, this is the problem with Ralph, is that he will always go back and try to relitigate a story to try to make himself sound minor details
Amazing.
to try to make
Oh
somebody
my
else look
God.
worse. Ralph never once said, don't come to Knoxville or whatever. He was constantly saying, it's like, yeah, man, let me know if you're coming down because we'd love to have you. It'd be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great weekend.
Ralph has told me personally he tried to convince Gaytor not to come and was so embarrassed when he picked Gaytor up he almost thought of driving off. But okay, Gaytor. I mean, he literally saw Gaytor and he's like, should I just drive away? I mean, this is bad. Like, we got to put this guy in a mask or something. This is bad.
I hope Ralph hears this because I want to get his reaction to this because this is amazing.
This is amazing. But no, it's all about Ralph. Everything was Ralph's fault.
And Ralph was one of the people like alongside CRP, and Worski can back me up on this, saying he's like, well, look, your face is already out there. Who cares now? You don't need to wear the mask. No one's gonna dox you from just your face alone.
Well, I mean,
What's his name?
They did, though.
Strifecast in the chat.
They did.
Gaytor, Aiden said that you could have bounced quarters off her ass in Knoxville, but you didn't. Thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't have a quarter. So there was a joke on
I
the
didn't
kill
have a
stream 'cause
quarter.
we saw,
Well, that
like,
sums
an
up
old
everything,
picture
Gaytor.
of Aiden from when she was cosplaying,
Right.
and her
That's
ass was
tough.
like, she had this huge fat ass, and I was like, holy shit! I bet if you bounced a quarter off that, it would go into orbit. And so that's where the meme started of bouncing quarters off her ass. So I actually talked to her. We were at the pizza place. I can't remember what night it was in Knoxville. It was like the first or second night or something. And she was there with her boyfriend at the time, Merc, who's like this big, like hulking, like country dude.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Sounds
to
like
this?
he's got a
Aiden was sitting
thing for
there,
this
and we were
guy.
chatting up, and she was like thanking me for having
Yeah,
her
these
back
big
against, like, all
arms.
the crouch
This
shit.
hulking
and
country
basically,
dude.
like chasing.
He was so hot. I asked if
He
I
was
could
a
bounce a
hot
quarter
dog.
off his ass, but I didn't have any quarters, unfortunately, because I'm broke. But I wanted to, I was talking about Aiden, but I saw her boyfriend. I wanted to bounce a quarter off his ass.
These rippling abs he had.
That's so unfortunate.
Kraut off the internet, and she was just like, well, you know, Gaytor, do you have a quarter? We could put this in, we could test out this theory you have. I did not actually have a quarter because I didn't actually know Aiden was going to be there.
No,
I could have bounced a quarter off her ass. Probably could have.
a quarter.
Flamenco there too. Jim.
Holy shit.
Borrow
Flamenco
quarter.
wasn't dressed like Jim. He was
That is
just dressed
fucking
like
rough.
just normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, now we're going into the Gaytor. We're going into the Gaytor gamer's best friend, Fegmenko, and this was my favorite part of the whole stream because Gaytor denies even knowing who Fegmenko is. He's been fighting with Fegmenko this whole time. He never really liked him. He never had anything nice to say about Fegmenko. Now, as I pull up these images of Fegmenko, does anybody have a take or no? Is everybody too exhausted from Mickey D's?
My take is that Gaytor's a faggot, and I rest my case.
I concur with that take.
Yeah, but this was a question about Fegmenko. This wasn't a question about Gaytor.
Oh,
I'm not a gay pedophile.
Oh, I'm not a pedophile.
You're a pedophile.
Yeah. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
That's all we.
I mean, what else is there? What else is there to say? What else? I guess Jim liked him a lot.
He was Jim's successor.
His biggest sin was making him his successor.
Yeah.
Well, Jim,
This
was Jim's successor, fallen from grace, got caught in quite the scandal.
Little butlers.
Got caught in quite the scandal of a young watching what was it, like a manga about a little boy being pegged in the ass?
Boy Soprano, wasn't it?
Yeah, by his school teachers or some bullshit.
Big breath the dummy mommies.
Big breath the dummy mommies, and this was his most favorite of things to jack off to. This was his favorite.
I'm not a gay pedophile.
Not a gay pedophile.
He did go to an anime convention dressed as
That's
Jim.
what. Okay, so I was mixing up two stories. Okay, so he wasn't like in disguise. He was.
Is Gaytor saying that Flamenco wasn't the guy dressed up as Medicare at Knoxville? Because I'm pretty sure that's a lie. I'm pretty sure that was, in fact, Flamenco dressed up.
I think in his warped reality, it's not. But...
It's not. He wouldn't admit to that. But I'm pretty sure Flamenco was dressed up as Medicare, and he's literally in a picture with Ralph and Andy Worski dressed up as Medicare. But okay.
Basically, yeah. Me and him took a picture doing the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure poses, but I mean, obviously he never posted it.
Where's his picture?
God.
What the
Gaytor,
fuck?
Can you confirm anything about anything that Godwin exposed about Ralph?
All Gaytor's
Anything
pictures are with
specific,
pedophiles.
Possibly, depending on what it is.
Yeah, if you want to throw something specific.
They were doing, what did he say? JoJo poses?
What the fuck is that?
Should I just play pandas? Should I just play Pure Degeneration by Asa to sum this up, or what?
I think so. I think that's where we're at.
Shit and peace.
Voice of an angel.
What you'll
Voice of an
see
angel. I'm sharing it with you guys
in
so you can hear
a
it.
world of pure degeneration. Take a look and you'll see into Flam's imagination. Flick the wrist, shove that fist, and his hole can use some lubrication. What you see will defy
You really didn't
explanation.
spare anything to the imagination, did it?
No, well, I remember me and Asa wrote this together. It was beautiful.
If you want to peg a pedophile, simply clench your hand and do it. Jump right in, he wants you to it. Wanna break his soul? There's nothing to it. There's a homo I know, and his name is Joshua Clayton Connor. Yet his prolapse is free.
That's not my
'cause
name.
He wishes it to be.
Shut up, fatty. Shut up, fatty.
I don't know. I'm
I'm showing Flamenco's porn history on stream.
Flam is such a flaming pedophile. Simply look around his Discord. Have a look at his CP whore. Wants to stab some kids with his micro sword. There's a homo I know who is into child molestation. Shotokan, mommy dumb, really turns flamenco.
I really wish there was a recording of me
beautiful.
and Asa singing this as we were making up the lyrics.
Beautiful, man.
It really was. He's got the voice of an angel.
That's beautiful, man.
Oh! We have a...
Yeah, I thought I'd slip in while the song was playing.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Welcome.
Surprise appearance from somebody I always try to convince to stream. I don't try to convince other people to stream with me, but I do try to convince this particular person to stream, who won't be named.
Piece of shit.
Yes.
You fucking ruined my life, you piece of shit! Don't you know?
No, my name is Rowdy C, and I'm a rowdy reviewer. I have a new video on The Descendants out, so go watch that on rowdyc.com.
Your best friend is friends with Plate Gang. They're trying to dox and swab me in there. He sent a pipe bomb to my house, you piece of shit! You're gonna defend him? Dox and swans? You're gonna defend somebody like that, you piece of shit? I can't believe this! I'm gonna have my revenge on you for all these years! You've been selling me down the river, I know it! It just completes. Alright, let's get back to, we've done our little intro for Fragmenco from Asa, the beautiful song stylings of Asa. Let's get back into it.
Ask like a specific question. I'll try to find that in the chat. Okay. While we're waiting for that, I have a quick question. So I know that I'm taking you away from Monday Night Raw tonight. Who's your guy in WWE right now? Who's your guy?
Who's my guy in WWE? I am loving the haterade of Drew McIntyre. I think this whole like hater thing has completely.
Well, this is what the other parts of the streamer. Hold on. He goes back into stuff after this.
At the muffin shop today in Chicago, where CM Punk like got the muffin.
Oh my God! Gaytor is raiding the muffin shop to try to get this guy to talk to him.
Raiding? He's bankrupting the muffin shop. He's probably going in there eating all the shit and not paying.
Yes, all the muffins were sold out by the time this guy got to the muffin shop. But Gaytor's sitting. He's waiting.
And after the brawl out fiasco, I love it. Of course, I'm a fan of
Brian
Cody Rhodes
can come
too.
on
I
if he
think,
wants to come
going
on. I have
WWE
no
was great
qualms
for
with
him.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was,
Open arms,
He
full
kind of
amnesty.
rejuvenate his career.
There was
but
a
he's got to
leak.
finish
The
the story.
chat. Hold on, we'll do a
supposedly a
little
leak
update
that-
from the chat. 56% of the we have 123 votes here. 53% of the audience say yes, Brian should be forgiven. 44% of the audience says no. But it
It's
looks like
time.
Brian is edging out a victory here. I don't know what's going to happen.
That said that our truth was. Gonna
I'm
get
finally getting the apology
I don't
I'm
know
due.
exactly how that happened. I would love it if it was real. It's probably bullshit, but it would be funny.
It's got to be bullshit. But if somehow that happened,
Yeah.
Well,
I love
is
our
the is the Money in the Bank contract still?
Gaytor
going
also
down?
Yeah,
welcome
he still.
to
Yeah, he still has it. What's
Oh, that's never gonna
Okay,
happen.
so I guess it could
Hold on,
technically happen.
I'll put the link. I'll put a link out there where people can join. If they come in there, please give me a little ping here.
Oh, you're gonna make a.
I'm gonna make one, yeah, just for this special event.
Oh God. Oh, I'll drool.
If it loads, invite people. Come on. Brian joins in here, or Gaytor joins in here. Tell me. It will be deleted
It's not gonna be
immediately
the
as
real
soon
one.
as soon as I end this stream.
It's not gonna be the real one.
It's okay. I'll take the AI, Brian.
Happen
Damien.
if somehow Damian Priest gave R-Truth the briefcase and the contract.
Okay.
I mean, I could see that happening, but that would be like a Vince McMahon like ass clown move where it's like, you know, oh, Cody finally goes over Roman Reigns. Oh, but he can't get up. He's like passed out on the ground. Oh, look, it's R-Truth with the contract. R-Truth pins Cody.
Oh,
Rhodes
shut
and
up,
wins the
Gaytor.
Like that
Jesus
would be.
Christ.
What?
How fucked up he is.
I just
And
love
he's like
my
weird
TTS
complex
with
about
Andrew.
women. Me, but he has admitted that his father with the contract. R-Truth
All right.
pins Cody.
We'll
Rhodes
go
and
right
wins
back
the-
into Ralph.
Like
Here we
that
go.
would be.
I knew it was right
Like
after
Cody
this.
deserves to have that moment where he's holding the belt high and the fireworks are going off. Like if you steal that moment from him, like what is like that's a Vince McMahon move. That's some shit Vince.
Fucking
McMahon.
wrestling.
Okay, so
Jesus
the more specific question. So can you confirm what Godwinson said about Sandra molesting Ralph as a child?
Now that I don't know. He's never confided that
Oh,
information to me.
Dear Lord.
But he has admitted that his father abused him when he was a kid.
Right.
I assumed that meant that he physically like beat his ass and stuff.
That's
I
where
don't know
the whole
anything
hide
about-
and watch me thing comes from.
Yeah, like I don't know anything about anything his
It's
mom.
not a nice thing of you to say, Adam. I told you. I thought that was a little over the line, buddy. You can't fall asleep during the live stream, bro. Wake the fuck up.
Godwinson, your
I know
silence
I'm
will
keeping
only
you up
incriminate
late.
you further.
He's out. The McDonald's took him out. I could tell. I could tell he was out before, and we have Gaytor's voice going, and I knew there's just no hope. I was trying to keep him awake, but it's been a low energy stream, and we're covering Gaytor, which is so low energy anyway. But I was fascinated.
Well, it's Tuesday. It's a one and done.
It's okay.
The
You're
McDonald's was a bad.
It's okay. You're Adam's replacement.
That's why he hopped on because
there's some big shoes to fill. Okay, Adam 2. Just call me because there's Adam 22. So Adam B.
You're Adam B.
Adam B.
Adam B. Okay.
Here, we'll give you a little Dio too.
Wrestling talk. That's fine. It's all right.
Adam B has joined the stream to replace Godwinson, whose lazy ass has fallen asleep yet again, as he usually does. He's fallen asleep live, and so we've replaced him with Adam B, who is authentic. Authentic what? What would you describe yourself as, Adam B?
I would describe myself as his non-union American equivalent.
Non-union American equivalent. Lore
like
master extraordinaire.
You know, kind of like Steven Spielberg and Steven Spielbergo. I'm Spielbergo.
You're Spielbergo. Beautiful. All right, let's get back to Gaytor. Spinning reality. There we go.
If that happened, he's never told me about it, but I'm not discounting it because of how fucked up he is.
I just love
he's like
my
weird
TTS
complex
with
about
Android.
women.
Okay, why is is that college video where you have a different voice real Gaytor? You were talking about Slender Man.
So there was 2 videos. I was a part of this festival called Campus Movie Fest. I actually won for the Slender Man video. So in the second one, I had a cold, and I was in the like the student union. So there was like a bunch of like fans and stuff going, and it was like the HVAC and all that stuff. So it was really like the mic was picking up like all of that shit. And so I talked, and they said like I sounded like Kermit the Frog. I guess so, because I had a frog in my throat because I was sick.
I had a frog
in the other video. That was like the
I had a
video.
frog in my throat. That's like a philism.
If you submit 2 videos
frog in my
to the
throat.
competition, you got
What?
like
I don't sound like that.
like a T-shirt or something. So I was like, sure, I'll just upload and talk about like the process going into this video. But I got best drama for the
Best
myths
drama.
and mysteries at Campus Movie Fest. So
I won
got
an
a
award
director's
for
chair, and
that.
I have a jacket that I actually still have.
We
That's
beat out
literally
as
his
a winner.
proudest
So it
moment.
sounds
He has a
like you
jacket.
were
And-
decorated in your.
Then wear that. Wear that jacket. Wear it.
Yeah,
loud
wear
and
the
proud.
jacket. What the fuck?
Based around Slender Man.
This is ridiculous. Why won't he wear the jacket for us?
And
Kurosawa wore a jacket with his name on it. Wear a jacket with your name on it, Gaytor.
Slender Man's kind of an
Does Gaytor sound like he has a cold in this clip here? I don't know.
So when he was in the student commissary and when he was in a room talking to nobody off camera. Well, at least in the the one you're playing, the commissary clip, he's talking to the camera and just
can make it real.
he's just getting into it.
You know, so the
Whereas the other one looks like I think he just put a camera on him where it looked like he was talking off camera when he was talking to no one. He's probably just talking to the cue cards he wrote himself.
Well, he got a director's jacket and he won an award for that amazing movie that he did about Slender Man. My name is Brian Hall.
I know.
You could probably do it the best, Adam B.
Oh, maybe.
Could you give
If
us
there's a
little
biopic, if there's a sector biopic, I will I'll wear it. I'll wear the jacket and the hat. Can I do a Gaytor impression?
Yeah, can you do this Gaytor impression here? This one.
Hi, I was I won best film for it wasn't Slender Man per se, but we did it really is it's just it was a short film about the fascination and phenomena about how things can go too far, and our story about where urban legend goes wrong. It was like loosely based off, but we didn't want to do too tongue-in-cheek or too related. We made up our own myth about how it went wrong and haunted a bunch of people, but it's really based like on that story where those 3 girls stabbed their friend about Slender Man, so it's kind of like a little like that without being too tongue-in-cheek, nod, wink to it.
Now, Gaytor, in this
Yes?
video, you say the internet is dangerous. People believe everything that's posted on the internet. Is that true?
Well, the thing is, the internet is like a sleeping dragon, the calmest, kindest dragon, but it could also be a vicious one if poked too much, like Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza.
That's a very Gaytor-esque answer. Holy shit.
He's as kind as he can be mean and angry if you try and push him enough.
Yes.
We know he doesn't play Yakuza. There's not enough little girls in it.
He's
for
not
him.
based enough to play Yakuza.
Yeah.
There's no little girls in Yakuza. Well, there is in that one where he's got to rescue the little girl, but let's continue.
Yeah, but that's different.
Or,
That doesn't count. That was a dwarf.
career
All women in Japan are like women in Japan are 3 feet tall. Don't you know that? It's consenting.
Consider they're all 3 feet tall. I mean, that's not unusual. They all look like children.
Yeah.
He actually blocks me. He hates me. What about the video where you were late for school in reverse time, inspired by Steins Gate? ?
Oh my
Well, it's
god.
inspired more by Back to the Future, but yeah, Steins Gate 2. So that was the next year.
I'm flashing back
where I
hard
had
because
I had
now
this grandiose
I thought he was
idea
talking
for, like,
about
a bunch
when
of-
Irate Gamer did a home movie about like I'll change all the time in the world, and then he just turns back time, and Agent Smith, also played by him, comes to try and like thwart him and steal his time stealing technology. Oh.
Honestly, I have no fucking idea what Gaytor is even talking about, but I'm listening.
Yeah, there's a Back to the Future Gaytor movie, home movie or TV
Oh yes,
production.
I
class
played
movie.
that. Hold on a second. I have that in my files. If you could vamp for a second, I gotta find it on the other SSD. Of Gaytor doing that. Of Gaytor's little home video where he has a time machine, and he does the Wookiee sound before they jump into the time machine and blast off.
Oh, that thing. Okay,
Yes.
I've only seen that out of context, so I was like, well, why? Why? I'm like, I guess.
All right, we'll play Gaytor as I look for that. Because it's going to take me a second.
Short stories that all connected back into each other, but a lot of them ended up on the cutting room floor because I think the limit for the entire video had to be shorter than 5 minutes. So it got a little disjointed, but I wanted to keep that little scene in there. So it was me and a buddy of mine. We get into his car because we're like late for class or whatever, and it was total bullshit. It's like, oh, let's use this time machine to get there. And then like one of the other stories was about like a bro ghost that like haunts the complex or whatever. And then like the overarching theme, like we bought these stupid horse masks at like a Halloween store.
Okay.
And so we kept like having like the weird horse people like in the background because it was supposed to be like this, like I said, the overarching plot. And it didn't. Like, I look back on it now and I'm like, none of this made any sense and it was disjointed as fuck. But for some reason, they seem to really like it. It was so avant-garde and esoteric that,
Avant-garde?
The girl that ran it actually
Final Fantasy VII Advent-garde?
She wanted to...
I found it. I got it.
Not have us take
All right,
an award
Gaytor.
from...
We're going to see the movie that's referenced, this masterpiece. This absolute masterpiece that was put together by Gaytor. And hold on, I'm going to share it with you guys too. I got to get it on the stream. Here we go. No, I just got to share it with you guys. Share screen. Wish there was an easier way to do this. You ready?
Ready, all set.
Yes.
All right, let's watch Gaytor's masterpiece, based on Steins Gate 2, apparently, and not Back to the Future.
You'd swear you'd think it was like the real thing.
Here we go.
Whoa, man.
Buckle in, Steins Gate fans.
Go to class. What? Go to class.
I'll go to class.
You were supposed to be there 5 minutes ago. Oh crap, we gotta go. All right. Time to go.
Look at how fat and disheveled Gaytor is. Oh,
Jesus Christ. He's still short and fat.
I'd knock the cargo pants, but I have cargo pants. I've committed the same sin. So.
What's that? Is that a coffee machine?
It's a time machine.
Kind of.
It's a time machine.
Yeah.
You remember our engineering buddy Brad? He
Yeah.
went a little nutter butters after
He went a little nutter
He went a little
after
nutter butters, you guys.
project he had and decided
Nutter
to make
butters.
this. So
let's
you know
give
what?
it a try,
Let's give
guys.
it a try. I didn't mean to say
This
that
won
for
an
a while.
award?
I didn't mean to say this
This
for
one
a while.
award.
Watch it.
Thought you'd never say.
That won an award.
Okay.
The illustrious award.
Was this a webisode?
Yet, I got an award and a director's chair for that. And I still have the jacket. Yet. I was a big filmmaker in college.
Someone said it was based on Buckaroo Banzai. Get out of here. No way. No.
It's based on
he has
what?
he has to be racing towards a mountain for that to even remotely. As a guy who saw Buckaroo Banzai for the first time a few months ago, and then several more times immediately, I don't see it. I don't see the connection.
What the fuck is Buckaroo Banzai?
You've never seen Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension?
No. What is
So
it?
Well, what isn't it? Yeah, I'll tell you what it isn't. Bad. It's obscure. It's a obscure but fun 80s movie. Everyone's in it. Peter Weller, Clancy Brown, Jeff Goldblum, Ellen Barkin, John Lithgow, Christopher Lloyd.
I wonder if I've seen this, and I'm just not remembering it by name. All right. Let's get back to Gaytor talking about his illustrious directing career in college.
By the way, breaking news: Brian still has not joined the VC.
God damn it, Brian.
Neither Brian.
We're getting ready to fucking wrap up. We have one more small segment before we end.
Somebody else because I'd won the year before, but like everybody.
I was hoping there was more movie. Was that just like a part one webisode he did, and then he put all 13 together, and he's like, "Oh, it's a movie now."
All the movies that he did were like short films. They were no more than like 10 minutes, I think.
I guess that meant not to make excuses for him,
webisode, yeah. This was.
But when you've got the filmmaking bug, the best thing you want to do first is like make short film and figure out style, camera work, and like what you want to do. But it doesn't. I don't know. It sounds like he made a dozen of these and then just didn't continue.
It's tough.
Yeah, we didn't even get to see him achieve his final form or his style. You know?
I see in this folder here. I see something interesting here. But I don't think these are long enough.
I've always been complimentary of PPP. If you've ever noticed.
Oh no, this is just him talking about
complimentary.
Oh, you could hear that?
Yeah.
You could hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was playing.
Go.
You could hear
I've
that.
always been complimentary of PPP. If you've ever noticed.
You have been, and that would make.
Surfer, we're waiting for Brian to call in, but he has not. We've given him full amnesty.
But he's pretty funny.
But sadly, he's I don't know.
I've always been complimentary. What's this one?
And Ralph is the kind of person that like he gives out little hints that he's not pleased with what you've done, that he's not happy with something that you've said and done, and you know it was a little.
I can't hear it if you're playing it.
Because
all right, never mind. I don't know how you fucking heard that. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I heard that other one. I don't know what you did. You did something.
It's weird. All right, here we go.
I'll accept. I like that.
I don't understand this question, but I'm sure you do. Fern or Ubay?
I can't hear it.
He's referring to Freerin.
You could hear this, right? Squire?
No.
Barely.
I can't hear anything.
Oh wait, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
I have
two anime characters from Freerin.
Okay.
So I think Fern is.
There's
the better
been like
character.
20 people who have
Hubel,
joined that Discord, but that
she
invite
could like cut you in
call
half in a
invite.
moment's notice.
Okay. Why, Gaytor? Why don't you get Rand a job as a journalist at your company? I didn't know you had a company, Gaytor.
Well, I work for. Well, I say work, but you know, I'm doing
Still
it
no
for
Bri
free.
though.
Fandom Pulse. Just post it. Post it in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like
post it again.
Bounding into comics, but not gay.
Okay.
Pinned.
Done by.
It's pinned. Oh.
I don't know if Rand. I don't know if that's Rand's forte.
He's not going to join. He's.
Here's
he doesn't have any
Back
forgiveness
to the
in
Future. But it has known Pederast, Ali Akbar, and
I'm looking at the channel. There's no one in it right now. So.
Pedos. We have to go back in time to when Tucker Carlson was working at CNN.
The QA guy really wants to talk to you, though.
Okay.
Oh, he just wants to fucking troll. I mean, I'll let him do it, but not on the
Hollywood would
stream.
probably love it. They seem to.
Oh,
be
wait
out
till
of
the
ideas.
end.
Yeah.
Their problem is
Wait
they're
till
not
the
out
end.
of
Then
ideas.
let
There's
him
plenty of
have his,
ideas. They just don't want to take the fucking bet to put anything new out.
Well,
they want to rehash.
Hollywood's always been very nepotistic, and we see that with like the Marvel movies, where these like no-name directors that have done nothing in their entire lives.
All right, we're gonna move on from. We're done with the Gaytor segment, unless you know of anything else that was.
Oh, you didn't even play the part where he says he doesn't hate Ralph, but he hates Corey.
If I may add to Gaytor's last comment, it's like, well, they pick these
Where is that,
directors.
Squire?
It's like, Well, Hollywood does that all the time. Like Weinstein, like he farmed so many people from fucking Sundance alone. And actually, it is really sad. Some directors get better than most. Like the guy who did Hellraiser. The fuck was it? Hellraiser 5. He wound up doing Doctor Strange and then doing Black Phone. But yeah, like Disney had a habit of farming a ton of like indie filmmakers. It's like, oh, come with us, and the promise of opportunities, and then just like, but it always goes back to you're only as good as your last picture, T. Again, I've heard this all before. It's like it's old news, so it's like, what are you gonna do? Marvel's kind of they'll be back. Disney always it's time immemorial.
So now we have Elaine wants on. We've got a lot of people who want on.
Does she really?
Yeah, but when are we gonna get to the fireworks factory? What the fuck?
Fireworks factory?
Yeah.
What's the fireworks?
One guy in chat knows.
What do you want to do? What should we do? Should we do a vote?
What are the options though?
Yeah, what does voting really accomplish?
Yeah, this isn't a democracy.
Well, that's true. I guess we'll just ignore them for now. I'll take care of that later. So, where do you want me to skip to get to this part where you want to listen to?
It's somewhere. Fuck. It was before the Knoxville thing, but I'm not sure. I think it's like maybe 20 minutes before that.
On these like billion.
I don't know. It's so hard to find timestamps on this shit. Yeah.
We already listened to the Knoxville part, though. That was.
I know it was before that.
We listened all the way up to the. Well, then it already played.
No, we didn't. You skipped it. It did not already play. You're full of shit.
You see, this is why we have fucking timestamps.
I told you to timestamp it.
I have timestamps.
We started talking.
Oh, the A-log.
Your timestamps.
Yeah, and we started talking, and we were like,
it's your
timestamp back and forth, and I was interested in potentially trying to
help.
It's
playing again.
And we had some decent conversations. And one of the things that he said
this
that
is
he
right
didn't
before
want to do is talk about his private shit in public. And I said, okay, no, that's fair. I get that. And then, what do I see at one point is him talking about his private shit in public. And I said to him, hey, you said you weren't going to do this anymore. And then he blocks me.
Yep. So what I've noticed about Ralph is he can't help it. He has to gloat over anybody about, oh, my life's so much better than yours, and he always starts talking about that.
I have no fucking clue.
But his life is never better than anybody else's. It's always worse.
But in his delusionary mind, he thinks he's on top of the fucking world right now.
Okay.
What a take.
What a take.
Because,
what an amazing fucking take.
What a fucking take.
Holy shit.
Down there, but I think that he is just driven by absolute spite, and I just don't understand why he just feels it's like this sort of self-destructive nature that he has. I don't hate Ralph. I wish that there was a way that he could.
Okay, I think this is the part.
He'd have to stop being an addict. His issue is he's got addiction issues.
Yeah, absolutely,
and
the addiction.
That feeds also on his ego. Like he gets a high from that in a sense.
Okay, so
wow.
It feeds into his ego. He gets a high. But anyway, listen to this psychoanalysis of Ralph.
Would you say that you hate Ralph?
I wouldn't say I hate Ralph.
Here we
hate
go.
is reserved for people like Zoom.
Okay.
Zoom?
Which I think Zoom is an irredeemable piece of shit. He's done a lot of really fucked up things. He swatted me multiple times. I don't have any.
Literally, the guy who was swatting everybody is in jail, Gaytor. I don't understand. He's still obsessing in Zoom.
Oh, it gets okay. You gotta listen. Listen to this.
He
next
won't
part.
believe
this next part. When I heard this, I was just like, "Are you kidding?"
Okay.
Wait, do you
Ralph has ever swatted me?
Do you?
Yes, I have Zoom's voice. I played it on the COG stream.
He's played on a COG
He
stream.
was trying to pretend to be Ralph, and he.
So, guys, go to that COG stream, and you'll hear the proof Don't take his word for it. Like, you go to find the
What
COG stream.
stream is this?
Basically, yeah.
It's on a COG stream. Go look for it on your own. I'm not. He's not going to give you the COG stream.
I think it's Brian.
Go back. Go back. Go back.
All right.
Go back a bit.
He was trying to pretend to be Ralph, and he, in typical Zoom fashion, did it really bad.
Oh, that one? Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
The typical Gaytor.
Yeah. I don't like him. I can say pretty well, I hate Zoom. Hating Ralph would require me to think about Ralph on a daily basis.
Okay, so pause that. Pause.
But I mean, to be fair,
so does that mean that? I said pause it. What the fuck?
I
Holy
paused
shit.
it. It's
Jesus
paused.
Christ.
You're on a delay or
So
something.
does that mean he thinks about Corey every single day?
There's some harboring. There's definitely some harboring. There's some harborment of retroactive resentment there.
COG
Yes.
deleted all his videos, so I cannot find it.
Did he really?
Yeah, I don't see.
Oh, that sucks.
There's nothing
That
past
sucks.
5 months
What are we
ago.
gonna do? What are we gonna do, guys, for this amazing content?
There's nothing. Yeah, the last things are him and Dan at a Toys R Us 5 months ago.
Remember when everyone thought that he painted his nails and was pretending to be his wife, and then
Well, that's because the casino audience
And
is
then-
complete suckers. They'll believe anything. I mean,
and
COG
then
is
it
so
just got
uninteresting.
magically forgotten when it came to realize that it didn't happen.
COG's fat wife wants on. Well, we'll see. Here, let's keep playing this, I guess. I wish I could pull up the stream, but we can't because it's gone.
Ralph has done and continues to do, fucked up shit to you too. So
I'm pretty sure that's the Brian versus Brian.
Oh,
stream.
don't get me wrong. I do not like Ralph.
Okay.
I think
I don't like him.
To get to that level of hate, it would actually have to be affecting me. Like Zoom affected me. Like when you get a fucking shotgun pointed at your face, that affects you.
Sure.
But nothing
Wow.
Ralph
Okay,
has done.
Gaytor. All right.
aside from,
This is outrageous. Gaytor is
He
claiming
literally-
he was swatted and had a shotgun aimed at his face by a SWAT team because of Zoom. This is the Gaytor claim.
Okay.
This is outrageous.
I remember in the leaks he said it was he told what's his face, the fucking Spurred guy, that
Yeah. I could maybe
it was
pull
the school that got swatted.
Hold on. Let's see if
That
we
was
can
near
I
his
can
house.
find this. Hold on a second. Let's see if I
I mean,
can find
to be fair, not to be fair, it was a school for deaf kids, so they didn't even know what was happening.
See if I could find this. Gonna need to put. Well, I guess I'll just keep playing
initial
this. while I'm
doxing
looking.
has actually done anything to affect me personally. So it's just kind of he's an internet retard that says.
No, he didn't wear the
retard
fake
shit,
nails.
and he's
The
doing more
wife's
damage to
hands are
himself
on
than he is
the
anybody
stream.
else.
You can see that's clearly her.
Why
You can
would
see it's
I
two
spend
people.
the moment to
It's two people.
Not to
you know,
bust,
like,
not to
worry
burst a
about
bubble to care
that,
about
you know?
COG, but
No,
for
if
God's
he
sakes.
went through
No,
with his
I
threat
don't
about
give a
going
fuck.
around
I
your
just-
town and swiring up you about being a white knight.
Oh yeah, I'd fucking hate him for sure. Then, see, for me, it's more about the fact that I enjoy watching him suffer because it's cathartic in a way.
Oh hell yeah!
And so
He
so
enjoys
it's not
watching
so
him
much
suffer.
hatred. It's more like
Whoa.
Schadenfreude, where it's he goes around
Schadenfreude.
being a
I
retard.
enjoy-
and
I
being
enjoy
just,
watching
stupid.
Gaytor
He's
before.
stupid.
Yeah,
I'm Mr.
Freud,
Tough
then.
guy. I'm so cool, and then he immediately steps on a rake. That's funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Funny to me.
Very much. I will agree with that.
Guntenfreude. That's right, chat.
We kind of
Let's see if I could
started
find
talking
this
about
now.
CRP and then got distracted about other stuff. But I mean, so let's.
No, it
let's
wasn't
just
with
kinda
the
put
MK
this whole
Fenris. It
topic
must
to
have
bed.
been
So,
with
I
Chris
mean,
during that.
so thoughts on CRP?
Yeah, but there's literally
Gaytor,
four of
go.
those chats because he had 4 different.
I wish I'd been
accounts,
able
so
to
Yeah, that's
reconcile with him.
I don't know
'cause
which one it was.
I never really hated CRP. My entire beef with CRP was just over the fact that I wouldn't betray Ralph, which I'm sure he wouldn't have gotten a kick out of that, considering how things happened. But no, I didn't ever wish ill on Coach.
Yeah, CRP had that Knoxville footage, Jay Caesar.
I
he
wish
wanted
ill
to
on.
he claimed that he was going to make a documentary out of it.
He had
called
no
Knoxville, if
He
I
had
remember.
zero footage. He had footage
And that just
of
never
Worski doing
happened
push-ups
because,
and shit, and
Yes.
just
like like some
just
sort
B-roll,
of.
glorified
after
B-roll
the
shit.
fall-
Even if
see,
someone
and
had
then
that
that
trailer
fucking,
downloaded, there's nothing to it, hype to it.
And then that fucking scene at the diner. And that was it.
What else was
All
there?
right, can we? I think that's it. I think the content speaks for itself. Can we get to the rackets thing?
Okay, let's get to the rackets thing.
I really want to get.
I'll
to
stop
that, 'cause
looking
that-
through the text files.
When I saw that, I was like, "What?"
All right, let's do the rackets thing. Let's do the rackets thing.
Do we even need to give context to this, or should it just?
No,
be
we'll just let it play through, and then we'll discuss it. It's a minute long.
So
that
we've
bitch has
got-
a huge forehead, by the way. Holy
So
shit!
we've got Matt Jarbo here and Megamind with him.
Fucking Megamind.
Megamind herself.
Yeah, dye that bitch blue. Holy shit!
Let's go.
Speaking of terrorism,
These are great.
let's bring Los Federales paid for this today, so thank him, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing his nipples along, shirtless Nick Rekieta.
Bad hair.
There he is.
Oh,
It's now we have to prove that it's
Terrifying.
actually.
He looks-
If you fucking
looks like an
don't-
Auschwitz
Do it.
victim.
Don't
God,
you?
no.
Don't you?
What
don't.
the fuck?
Oh, see how
Tongue. More
that could
tongue.
have got bad.
Please.
Look at
You
those
just
shitty
calm down
tattoos.
over there
Can
before
we-
you fall off that
go
chair.
back? Can we
Abercrombie
go
and Fitch
back?
model. Fuck.
Can we like analyze these shitty tattoos?
Yeah, but what about Nick?
You want to analyze the shitty tattoos?
I want to analyze the shitty tattoos.
Do you think Nick blew him before the stream? You think he was under the desk
Yes.
there and came out for a little lick?
Yes.
I think so too. What kind of drugs do you think Rackets is on?
I don't know much about.
Let's pull him up. Let's get a physiognomy check. Oh my god, those
All right.
tattoos are terrible.
What the fuck?
My bets are he's a dry drunk right now.
Look at these
All right.
tattoos.
Does anyone in chat know Squiggly? Does anyone know Squiggly? What does that say? What does that say?
It's some
We need a
bullshit
translation.
Chinese tattoos. You know, people get like, they don't even know. They get like Chinese food logos done and they think it's like a symbol for peace and stuff. It's all
Yeah,
nonsense.
and then it ends up just being the word for dick or something.
Yeah, it's nonsense pictographs. That they
Where's
tattoo onto
Shannon?
it.
Shannon can translate this for us.
Yeah, Shannon. What does this mean on Dick's chest here? On Dick.
Imikasu
on Nick's
tuma
chest here.
shomedora. It means what will bring you here will bring you there.
Oh my god, Rackets
What?
looks like he's
This is-
literally starving to death.
It's tough. Yeah, I think people in chat are saying Molly. I think it is Molly.
It's got to be party drugs,
Some
right?
kind of-
Party
it's some
uppers.
kind Yeah. Maybe it's fentanyl.
More
That
tongue.
could have got bad.
Please.
You just calm down over there.
Rackets appearance in the wild. Now, did Gaytor always hate Rackets? We didn't get an update on Rackets from Gaytor. Did Gaytor always hate his daddy Rackets?
No, probably. I'm sure he hates everyone.
Person
was
just
fun.
wanted to pause on a half-dressed man. All right, so what time is it? How many hours have we gone here? Okay. So I'm going to move to callers since people are rioting
Yeah.
for callers.
'Cause-
If you'd like, if you
And
guys
there's
would
no
like
one
to,
there. There's no one even there.
yeah,
It's
but
just
they'll
such a
jump
scam.
in there. I see a few people in there that would be interesting to talk to. Surfer, that's in there, and I'd like to see
Well, I
what
think
happens.
if you're gonna talk to him, you might want to like just talk to him separate, because then you're gonna have these fuckers come in and start like.
Well, I could always just mute
talking
them.
about
I mean, it's
stupid
not that
shit.
big a deal.
That's true. That's true, I guess.
Or disable screen share at the least.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to keep
Yeah.
screen share on. All right, so we're going to wrap. That's our wrap up for all the segments of the show here.
Yes. So if no one wants to see what's gonna happen next,
Yes. Now we're going into a place that none go to during streams. Not a lot of people take callers these days, but we're going to try to do it.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
coming with
yeah.
me, Squire?
I guess. I fucking want it really.
We'll do it quick. I'm only doing 10 minutes of callers, but I promise callers.
10 minutes. Will Adam B be joining us?
Will Adam B be joining us?
I got to get back to Sons of the Forest. Cannibals are up my ass.
All right. Thank you, Adam B, for joining us. I appreciate you coming on.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Much
Live
appreciated.
Live long and prosper. Oh, I think I just saw Adam A.
Live long and
light
prosper.
up. Yeah, Adam A.
He's just moving.
Or,
he's just moving.
All right. Juice.
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 All right, let's go have a visit, Squire.
All right, let's go.
Join
Let's
the
fucking
general.
go. All right, I will.
All right, here we are, Squire. We've entered the bowels of discord.
Why do you sound different? That's bizarre.
I sound different?
Yeah,
How
you sound
so?
a little different. I don't know. You sound scuffed.
I sound scuffed. Well, I don't sound
I
scuffed
think it's
probably for the
just.
stream.
I think it's because it's a channel and not a group chat. Maybe
That might be. Because, there are separate settings for that, I suppose. All right, so I'm sitting in here now. This is your shot. You've got 10 minutes. I'm starting the counter.
you got 10 minutes to talk about
Whatever you want.
I guess. I don't know.
Surfer, I'm expecting you to join since you're already in here. And I see you're online.
Where's the guy that was calling you a coward? I want him to join.
That's the guy that was talking about our supplier, I'm pretty sure.
It's R the plier, buddy. Get your fucking facts straight. I can't believe you don't know all this stuff.
No,
you're such a fucking soy jack.
Surfer
You're such
called
a
it
fucking
our
soy
supplier.
jack. You're such a soy
Surfer
jack.
called
you
it
fucking piece
our
of shit.
supplier, so that's what I'm calling it. Our supplier. Not our plier. What the fuck is
Such
our
a
plier?
fucking soy jack, bud.
Unmute, Brian. Change your mixer settings. The mixer settings are disabled right now, so.
You
Here,
shouldn't
let's
have
see.
gotten some fucking ghetto rich. Oh, hello, RJ.
Where's Brian, Perseps?
Where is Brian?
So that's what I'm calling it. Now, Surfer, I could hear everything that we're saying, Surfer.
Yeah, that's because I had the audio on. I wasn't planning on calling in. I was just cooking noodles. I was wondering where Brian is.
Any word on what happened on Saturday or no? Any words? What happened on Saturday? Do you not remember?
No, I remember.
Yeah, of course you remember. You're a liar.
No, I felt pretty ashamed of myself the next day and pretty hungover, and for the next couple of days. But I've moved on past that. I will make an official statement. Bible study.
Yeah, what's your public statement?
The public statement is in the works.
What is going to be the public statement? I'm curious.
Well, you'll just have to tune into Bible study.
He's going to make a public statement, bud. You just got to wait for it. Now, can you at least confirm or deny the fact that you were coerced into being unclothed by this gay Iranian man?
I don't know how I was coerced into being unclothed. To be honest with you, I didn't even think that I exposed my penis on stream. But I woke up the next day and I looked on Discord and I saw a fucking Twitter message with my cock on it.
Yeah.
I do remember while I was streaming, like even while I did that and after I did that, I didn't think I did that. I was surprised that the stream went down. I'm not surprised now that the stream went down, but I didn't understand why at the time.
You didn't remember sexually harassing me on a live stream while you made me sing that Justin Timberlake song? What the hell was the name of the Justin Timberlake song? I don't even remember it. I've completely lost
You do
the thought.
remember. Shut the fuck up. You fucking remember.
No,
You
I can't think
fucking
of. Tell me
soy
what the
jack.
name of it was.
The only one I remember is that song that goes.
Oh, Rock Your Body. It was Rock Your Body.
The
Yeah.
talking goes. I hear the secrets that you keep while you're talking in your sleep, because I heard that on the fucking radio today as I started my route. As soon as I started my route, that came on the radio and it just fucking brought it all back. But I don't.
You had
remember
flashbacks to trying to seduce me live on the stream. I figured you didn't want to do that, so I just left. I hope you didn't think I was rude, Surfer.
Yeah, no, that's probably for the better.
I think it was for the best. You're trying to get me to strip naked.
If you read the first chapter of Romans,
yes,
it says that when you turn from God, God gives you over to these reprobate things. And on Saturday, I put my trust in alcohol instead of God.
Yes.
And, I was given over to reprobate things, and
like not everyone's cut out for it. Like,
I'm not so
Percep's
ashamed of that
probably going to
anymore as I
suffer from
was
this
the next
mental
couple
illness
days,
the rest of his
I just
life
had a
until he's
guttural
doomed to
feeling
eternal
of
damnation
shame.
in hell.
Oh my God.
But
But no, that's
in the lake of
something to
fire.
repent of. I don't know if I'll drink again. Like maybe I ought to stop drinking. That's the way I behave.
Well, what possesses you? I'm curious about this, Surfer. Now, what possesses you when you get drunk to strip naked? I've never understood this about you, but I've seen it a million times.
I don't know. I've done it my whole life. Ever since I started to drink alcohol, that's been the case. I couldn't describe it to you. Let me go check my noodles here quick.
Check your noodles, Surfer.
What kind of noodles are you making, bud?
What are you making, Surfer? This is, I feel a little awkward, Surfer, because I feel like I've been sexually harassed.
He's going to turn the camera on and show you his noodle.
No.
No.
That already happened on Saturday.
You know how you
Thank God I missed that.
Your ass, Percep. You still had your pants on, I was the one coerced to take my pants off while I was drunk and I didn't know any
Who
better.
did that? Chat? Chat did that?
Well, it sounds like you did it, Percep.
No, I want my reputation. I want my reputation cleared here. Saying I tried to seduce Surfer.
I thought you had me sing the Justin Timberlake song.
Well, what was the most bizarre is as Surfer is stripping naked, he's lecturing me on being gay is wrong and a sin. And then Surfer is literally lowering his underwear and waggling his penis in front of the camera and dancing as he does it. And then telling me to take my clothes off. And then he's going, it's a sin, Surfer. It's a sin. Repent, Percep. Repent. You don't want to burn in the lake of fire. So I don't know. Maybe you were trying to. I don't know. Maybe you wanted us to burn together.
Sometimes you gotta lead by example.
Yes, Sidurst.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta lead by example. I don't know. I gotta stop doing that. I can't do that. That's like it's funny. It's funny now, but it wasn't so funny when I was thinking about it the next couple days afterwards. I don't know.
It is funny. What are your thoughts, Squire, on this mysterious stream that's luckily been lost to the fucking sands of time?
I think that it's clear that you seduced him and you're trying to turn him from God's light. And I think you need to burn in hell, bud.
Just like all the other ones, Dr. Death, as I'm called by a certain person. I'm called Dr. Death because every time I interact with somebody, they self-immolate in the most spectacular of ways. It's my curse.
Why are you trying to turn people gay, bud?
I don't know. Brian went bald and gained 100 pounds. Ashton gained 300 pounds. I don't know what happens. It's not my fault.
Yeah. I mean, Ralph seems like he's doing okay, but everyone else is just fucked.
All of these callers that are muted, you better fucking unmute. This is a call-in stream, or I'll kick your ass out of here.
Surfer make his statement.
You guys sound like a bunch of pedophiles.
Oh, it's this guy.
Oh, it's this soy jack. Listen to this fucking guy.
Communicate with me through soy jacks.
I'm so bored. That's why I listened to the whole fucking thing.
Well, he's a child.
I just got here.
He sounds like a child. That's why I can't go that far.
Shut the fuck up. You did not just get here. Fuck off.
Fuck off. You've been pinging me for like the last hour.
What a piece of shit.
Oh, you're going to be boring after pinging. You got no energy again?
He's got no energy. His mommy made him some fucking tendies. He can't fucking do anything.
Did
mommy make you tendies? Tell us about the tendies.
You guys have been talking about literal who's for 3 hours.
Hey, why don't you call your mommy and tell her to tuck
You're
you
a literal
in,
who.
Boring.
You're a literal
I have
who
an
like the
actual
rest of these
job.
people.
I don't stream on the internet.
Do you?
for money.
What do you do for work?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know. Nobody's going to
He has a
dox you off that.
newspaper out.
Just be careful. Don't show your face right now. Don't give any names.
Do something entertaining, or are you just gonna talk about each other's penises?
I thought you were supposed to save my show with your call.
I never promised to save your show. I'm just saying your stream kind of sucks, man.
All right,
Boring.
Cool, too.
Boring.
Do you have a soy jack that you want to share with us, or are you done?
Not really. I think I'm just gonna head out. You guys suck. Boring.
Oh, he was very disappointing. He fucking scurried out of here like a lost puppy. I feel a little.
You should have taken his advice. You need to take that ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha, yeah. I need to start taking the ashwagandha to boost my T levels.
Yeah.
Apparently. I've never heard of such nonsense in my whole life. Surfer, are you back? I heard him. Yeah.
Back and forth. I'm in the critical moments of my noodles where they're starting to like.
I didn't kick him. He left on his own. I've never kicked anybody. I don't even ban the chat. All you freaking psychos out there, I let you stay because I enjoy it. So the chat is like moving at record levels. Swept. Good caller. So that's your statement, Surfer? I think that's a solid statement that you shouldn't drink anymore.
All right, I'm back. What happened?
Surfer, well, the guy left. I hear
Squire
you're
got
back.
sheepish.
What did Squire do?
What?
You got pressed by the collar.
No, I had to let the cat in, bud.
You think so? Squire is like everywhere during the streams. I mean, Squire could be anywhere. He could be in space, in the Tesla someplace. I never know. And he could mysteriously disappear at any moment, and then he just comes back like I'm supposed to know that he was gone. It's a typical Squire move.
I said I'd be back, but I think the fucking.
You could hear that his mic was all like. You could hear like it sounded like he was on the waves or something, like he was on a boat. That's because Squire just landed his yacht at the port.
Have you seen the articles that Gaytor's been writing, by the way, for like some fandom site?
What?
You didn't know this?
Show this to me, caller.
Yes, I don't know about this.
I'll
I
pull it
can
up.
send it in the general. He did an article.
Yeah, send it
on,
in the general. That's what.
Barbie or some shit.
Are you for real?
It's really
There's no way.
He's writing for this site called Fandom Pulse. It's like this really weird like culture war shit.
Okay, let's pull this
It's
up.
literally authored by him. He posted on his Twitter. It says by Gaytor. That's his pen name, Gaytor.
What the fuck?
By Gaytor with a Y, I hope.
No, just Gaytor. If he should like rebrand away from being Gaytor at this point. He should just use the Brian Holloman name.
I don't know why he
got
does
so much
Like
baggage.
everyone knows who he is now. It's kind of stupid at this point.
You're very wise.
He's
caller.
done other ones on like VTubers or something too. It's just really weird.
January 17, 2024, Gaytor. This completely went under my radar here. Oh, look. Okay. We're going
Yeah, he's
back
doing
into the
like
Brian's.
one on VTubers too. I'm trying to look like
So
find all the
listen
links
to
here.
this. Gaytor wrote a piece about Akira Toriyama.
Oh.
Yes. Let's see what it is.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh,
well, everybody knows
he
who
did-
Akira Toriyama is.
I'm trying to
I don't
find the
know
other
who the fuck
article,
that
but
is.
he did one too on like VTubers or something, and it was just like all quotes of tweets, and it's about like all this legal VTuber gibberish. Like nobody's gonna
Oh my
understand
God.
what's about, but
Here, I'm gonna
oh,
see
I
if
think I
can get
found
this
it.
to fit.
I can send the other
Sounds
one too.
disturbing.
Yeah, send the other one too, please, Colin.
This site's like horrible. It's just got like ads all over. It's just really ugly.
All right, hold on.
It's got one comment too.
It's got one.
Well, like
That's
most
sad.
things Gaytor does, nobody ever sees any of it.
Yeah, here's the second one. It's just like all this soy shit, but it's just
See?
really funny to read.
What the fuck?
I can't believe you didn't know about this. Nobody seems to know about it.
Nobody knows about what Gaytor. Nobody knows. It's like in a void with Gaytor. You never fucking know with Gaytor. All right, here we go.
When's he dropping the Substack?
Akira Toriyama, author of famous Japanese manga Dragon Ball, has passed away at the age of 68. According to the Dragon Ball series website, Toriyama suffered from an acute subdural hematoma and passed away on March 1st.
What an absolute nothing of an article.
You need to read the one comment on the VTuber article there. I just gotta say that.
By the way, I gotta bounce in like 2 minutes, just so you know.
Okay. Well, we're only going 10 minutes, but I like this little update here.
No.
We'll pull up all the VTuber convention.
Read the VTuber one. Read the single comment. I think the comment's pretty pertinent on that one.
California VTuber convention Off-Kai Expo announced on Tuesday that it was removing Ninji Saji English talents, Anna Alouette, Millie Parfait. These are totally real names, by the way. Millie Parfait and Rimu Endau of Erythrea from its 2024 guest list. Gaytor is dying. He's in tears.
This is what Gaytor says the future of the sector is, by the way.
What's the future?
He said before that like VTubers are the future of the sector or some crazy shit like that.
Yes, he said that VTubers are the future.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Gaytor should repent for the sin, Surfer, of worshipping VTubers?
Dude, going to a fucking VTuber meeting with Endow of Urethra. It sounds like something to repent of.
Let's see. I don't even know. What do you... Does anybody even know what this is? I'm like so confused. Let's
I have no idea what it's about.
They won't be
Holy shit. What the fuck?
That was impressive, but he broke the microphone.
Holy shit.
That was impressive. Call back, caller.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Let's see.
We check in with the dedicated VTuber convention Off-Kai.
Did you? Oh my god!
Oh my god.
No. And then when I asked for the 3-hour extension and the time had reached the time, I was like, well, I'm doomed anyway.
It had to have been a recording that he set up. There's no fucking way.
It was definitely
talk was that I can't.
That was pretty amazing though.
Plush has been made.
I'm just watching this video with all these YouTubers, all these VTubers going crazy. Let's see. Look at this shit. These are like clearly like children too. Like this is... I know I'm not sharing it with you guys, but it's like little children VTubers.
What the
fuck?
It's some weird fucking shit.
Where's the comment? I don't see any comments on this video.
He's done the stream.
Comments.
Are you looking at the VTuber one? There's one comment.
Yeah. Where is it?
It's just some guy saying that I don't give a fuck about VTubers. That was the one comment.
I don't even see a VTuber.
It's such a weird site. Are you reading the Barbie one or what?
I'm reading. You want me to read the Barbie one? Okay, hold on.
No, it's the second one. It's about VTubers, and it says one comment. This is such like a hard to navigate site. Like this is really fucking.
I don't see any comments on a lot
Web
of these.
1.0.
Oh,
I don't even know.
Sink
It's like a
Yacht
WordPress.
fans revolt after Selen Tsuki Doki Bird termination.
Yeah. One comment on that.
All right, let's look at the one comment. All I gotta say is I'm so glad I don't give a flying fuckola about VTubers. LOL. Wow, that's Gaytor's
Based.
one fan. That actually somebody actually read that to tell Gaytor they don't give a fuck. Let's read the Barbie comments.
By the way, I gotta bounce. So
okay,
I'll catch you boys later.
Okay. I'm only going 9 more minutes. We'll stop right at 3 hours. Keep it nice and round number. Barbie movie was written by pedophiles mocking women for being mindless consumer drones. Why did feminists cross the road? I mean, this is like bots responding to this. Every time with these misandrists. I don't know. This is Gaytor. So this is what Gaytor is up to in his spare time. Writing articles.
The Stanley Parable, in cooperation with the Ku Klux Klan, presents Total Nigger Death.
kill niggers, behead niggers, roundhouse kick a nigger into the concrete, slam dunk a nigger baby into the trash can, crucify filthy blacks, defecate in a nigger's food, launch niggers into the sun, stir-fry niggers in a wok, toss niggers into active volcanoes, kick a nigger in the testicles, urinate into a nigger's gas tank, judo throw niggers into the wood chipper, twist niggers' heads off, report niggers to the IRS, karate chop niggers in half, curb stomp pregnant black niggers, trap niggers in quicksand, crush niggers in the trash compactor, liquefy niggers in a vat of acid, eat niggers, dissect niggers, exterminate niggers in the gas chamber,
This is what we're gonna get.
stomp nigger skulls with steel
Soundboards
toe
from
boots,
10 years
cremate
ago.
niggers in the oven, lobotomize.
On a scale of 1 to
of niggers.
Their mics can't seem to survive though.
Murdoch, how base is this?
Somebody tell him that his shit completely crapped the bed and it's just making noises now. I'm sorry, bro. It's not me, I swear. Your shit crapped the bed. It's just, right? It's just noise. I don't hear anything. It's just muffling.
It's too bad Gaytor isn't here. Gaytor would be writing a review on this website about the things in the general chat.
Some pretty interesting stuff.
Pretty interesting stuff. Yeah. This is how I thought it would go.
I wonder what these guys think about Gaytor.
Yeah. I don't know.
Opinion.
I would like to hear their opinion on Gaytor, but we're not getting much of anything. So, it's unfortunate, really. Jeez. Well, any final words? Surfer, do you have any final words on the noodles before we wrap this segment up?
The noodles are done cooking. Now, they just have to cool off. For the noodles to achieve the right consistency, they just have to cool off for 10 minutes. So what I've done is I'm cooking a couple breaded chicken breasts stuffed with like broccoli and cheddar in the oven. So those have about...
I would like...
About nine more minutes left now. And then I'll take those out. And then the noodles will be just fucking perfect. And that will be my meal.
That'll be the meal, huh?
You know, I had to spend a couple of days really reflecting on life after I exposed my penis to the internet. You know, but after seeing, you know, that's something to reflect on. But after seeing the VTuber stuff that Gaytor's been reviewing, or even worse, what these Spurgs been posting in the general chat, I think there's much more significant things that some of us need to sit down and reflect on. And may only our eyes be open that we may see that we need to sit down and reflect on these things, whether it be the Spurgs in chat or whether it be the Gaytor gamer.
I think that's a wholesome message for the audience to wrap up that 10-year-old soundboard spam. Is to who's this? You could at least blast it at appropriate sound levels so the audience can actually understand what's being said.
All of your hopes of monetization have been completely dashed.
Oh, I have no hopes of monetization. That's insane. Like I have any hopes of monetization. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, caller.
Sounds like it's the gay niggers from outer space.
Yeah, well, I think that's them co-signing the message. If I were to guess, that's a co-signing of the message that there is salvation out there.
Yeah.
For all the boys and girls.
That's them starting the reflection process.
I think so.
They've sat down and their eyes have been opened.
They're making the first step.
First step towards enlightenment.
Okay, well, I'm making the first step towards my noodles here. I'm gonna let you go. Yep, juice. Have a good night. Yeah, bye.
Let's see. Is this an O'Brien account? We'll see. You've got 2 minutes, Brian account that has just joined.
Where's this Brian account?
I don't know. Somebody just with a B just joined. You don't think it's Brian Caller?
No, just because their name has a B in it doesn't mean it's Brian.
That's bullshit. We gotta be hopeful.
That's a fucking air horn.
He loves that air horn.
There was no lead up to that TXT stream with Gaytor. I was surprised.
No, he just said that Gaytor was an architect of the sector and then let him on.
Yeah, he was obviously gassing him the whole time. It was pretty great.
It is pretty great. I do agree.
But I know TXT's been around since the DSP days, but I don't really know about his involvement in the sector until now. That's about it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh boy. Well, I expected this to happen. This is why nobody does callers anymore.
If Kino Casino did callers, what would the IQ be?
Oh well, they won't do it. They just won't do it out of. They just.
Well, when Andy did those Kumite 2 streams, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, but those were all the pay pigs. Those were all the pay pigs that got in there.
There's that Irish guy who does the editing or something.
Yeah, they were all. It was a bunch of British guys. I wasn't quite expecting that, but.
It's you really might think that they're all just all ex-cog pay pigs or something. Which there's a good chance that they probably are, but these
they
are
probably are. Well, they've been Andy's pay pigs for the last 10 years.
Yeah, for since Purple Dragon at least.
I think this B account is trying to spam stuff, but he's not. He's failing. And now we're at our time limit, ladies and gentlemen. I'll play us out with a little something.
I'm not spamming anything. I'm playing Fortnite, bro. What's up?
You're playing Fortnite? Is this Brian?
Who's Brian? I don't know who that
is. All right. Well, I'm going to end with the callers. We'll play a small clip and then I'll end the show. And I appreciate all the callers coming on. Thank you. Especially the one normal caller and Sir for explaining his actions on Saturday night. Appreciate it.
The one normal caller was the nigger spam, by the way.
Yes. See you guys around. Gotta delete this server immediately before we get more fucking nastiness.
Yeah, delete everything, man.
Yes.
This needs that episode 7 treatment. You gotta clean all of that shit up.
Gotta sweep it up. All right.
Yep.
See you guys around. All right, we'll play one little clip and then end the stream. It's silence now. Everybody's left. God. Server fast. It's just, why would you have that stuff on your computer to upload? It's really gross. Anyway. I think this is a message we all can get behind.
not everyone's cut out for it. Persip's probably going to suffer from his mental illness the rest of his life until he's doomed to eternal damnation in hell. In the lake of fire,
Thank you, everybody, for coming out to watch another train wreck Scuffed Express. And I hope you come back next time.